everyone? Hello. Is the stream working fine? OBS is claiming that I'm dropping frames, but sometimes it's just gaslighting me, I swear to God. Sometimes it just says that to scare me. It's like she's been too relaxed lately. We gotta scare her a little bit. Seems fine. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I didn't think it was, like, it said I dropped 347. It says I'm still dropping frames. You know what? I'm just not gonna look at it. It's gaslighting me, I think. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello Zone. Hello Alexia. Hello Alex. How are you guys doing? How was everybody's weekend? Oh, well, I guess, like, Sunday to Tuesday. That's a weekend. Sunday to Tuesday, it's just a long weekend, am I right, guys? I really sound unemployed right now. For some of us, it's always the weekend. Oh my god. I didn't drop 400 frames, shut the fuck up. I can't believe this. Apart from the heat, it's been good. For me, actually, today is finally good enough weather that I can drink tea on stream. So I'm doing that. You know how long it's been since I've drank tea on stream? It's been like a month, I think, or maybe more. Like, it's just, it has not been optimal tea temperature in here. You know how sad that makes me? Doing good, other comments, lots of fun. How are you? I'm pretty good, yeah. I don't know, just like I went to see this like fan-made Vocaloid concert on Sunday. It was quite fun, it was pretty interesting. And yeah, I just kind of hanged out with like some Vocaloid people from the UK. And then I just drew commissions after that. I have this really big commission I've been doing for such a long time now. And I need to finish it. I need to finish it by end of August. Because that's like the deadline the person gave me. And I've been at it for so fucking long. But who cares about that, am I right, guys? Who gives a shit? Today we are drawing a Vtuber. Who cares about work? Then you can draw a Vtuber fan art. Avoiding my responsibilities. Okay. Hold up, where is my art thingy? Always losing. I have so many scenes, you don't understand? I have so many scenes that I don't even fucking use. Like, why do I have them? Why don't I just delete them? I'm watching Veva and Olympics at the same time. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm drawing Arisu today. And don't fucking talk to me about how long this took me. I went ahead and did the base colors off stream because I knew that if I was gonna start coloring this on stream, we would never be done. There's no music. That's because I didn't put on music. That's because I forgot. There's gonna be music now. Yeah. I didn't turn on any music. How long did this take you? 50 billion years. Don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. It took the better part of my day, I can definitely tell you that. Do not talk to me about how long this took me. And no, because like okay, I really like Arisu. If you guys don't know, she's a fairly like recent VTuber from Pixel Link. I have never heard of them before until her generation like debuted, but I like her, and I like another VTuber in her generation a lot. So I've been watching them quite a bit, and she has sick lore. All right, her VTuber lore goes really hard. I haven't seen good VTuber lore like in a while. And like I'm not even like saying that like as a mean thing because my VTuber lore is not very good either. But like her VTuber lore goes really hard. I really recommend looking like on her channel. She has like a separate video of her lore. Oh my god, it's so good. It's actually so good. The plot twist at the end, chef's kiss, like incredible stuff. But either way, I have spent a very large portion of my day doing this. And I was like I was watching another stream, and then I went to like watch her VOD while I was like finishing coloring it, and I already invested hours into this, right? And then she started slandering my favorite visual novel, and I was like, Arisu, I just spent so much time drawing this, don't do this to me, like I was like, this is why I have trust issues. This is why I have trust issues. It's okay. It's okay, I forgive her. We all have different preferences. We have different tastes. We have different tastes, it's okay. Starts crying aggressively. Like, how long this shading is gonna be. That's why. That's literally why I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna shade this on stream because like I know this is gonna take forever. Okay. Imagine this will last us one day, that would be like my worst nightmare. I'm sorry, but like if I watch a VTuber and I really like them and they slander The Last of Us, I might actually like go and cry. Do not talk to me. If you don't like The Last of Us, just don't tell me, okay? If you watch me and you secretly have some kind of like negative opinion on The Last of Us, just like don't tell me, okay? Don't tell me, please. I think we're both happier this way. If I just never find out your controversial The Last of Us opinions. It's for the best. Oh my god. But yeah, anyways. The Vocaloid concert I went to. It was pretty interesting. I have never been to a fan-made Vocaloid concert before. I know they exist. I know quite a few people kind of... I remember there used to be like this big one called Voc America, but which was like a USA kind of like fan-made Vocaloid concert. But I don't think they're active anymore. I'm not too sure. I haven't heard from them in ages. So I don't think Voc America is like a thing anymore. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they are, but obviously I was never able to attend because America. I'm not in America. But there's a UK one called Wokafest. So they're UK based and they basically do usually like concerts around the UK. They have a contract with a specific convention. So I think they just basically follow that convention everywhere. So they always perform at that specific convention. So yeah, it was actually my first time seeing it. I always miss when they're like performing in places. Like I don't know, I don't really like keep up with stuff that well, to be completely honest. So yeah, I got to see it for the first time. It wasn't like too bad. I don't know, like obviously it's fan made, right? So you shouldn't be expecting like Miku Expo live musicians quality. But first of all, that's kind of like a Miku Expo. Unlike Miku Expo, they had a hologram. Unlike Miku Expo 2024, they actually had the transparent sheet. Well, they had 3 transparent sheets that were joined together. Oh my god, it was pretty fun. I liked it, and obviously, you know, they do more like unpopular Vocaloids, so they don't just do Kryptonloids. They did a bunch of like less popular ones. I think there's some kind of Yukari bias going on. I think one of the organizers is a big fan of Yukari, so there was like a weird amount of Yukari content there, and I was like, damn, somebody here like really likes Yukari. Like, she kept having covers of popular songs, and I was like, wow. Somebody, like, really likes Yukari on the team. To be fair, like, you know, I can't even blame them. I would do the same. I would also be like, yeah, Len Kagamine sings every song. I'm not even, like, gonna pretend like that wouldn't be what I would do, so, like, it's just how it is. But yeah, it was pretty good. Like, obviously they use like MMD for the motion and stuff like that, but I thought it was like really good. Like, it was better than I kind of expected. Like, I don't know, because I have seen like videos of like fan-made concerts, and like I've seen worse ones, right? Like, I feel like that one is actually like pretty good quality, and you know, you technically get to see it for free if you go to the convention. So it was pretty cool. And yeah, I met some people. I met some like Twitter mutuals. Yes, the Waka Twitter community. I met some of them, but I like people I know. I was worried they didn't know who I was, but apparently they did, so that's great. Maybe I do have a reputation on Vocaloid Twitter, guys. I was like, yeah, I am Lucinda Gray, and I was like, they don't fucking know who that is. It's okay, they do remember me. People do remember me, guys. It's all good. Didn't know who I was. I'm sorry, nonsense. I don't think they did. But that's okay, we'll fix that. We will work on that, do not fear. I want to try the new canvas texture brush I got recently. Let me just turn on color mixing in it though, because I don't like brushes that don't mix colors. Like, that's just wrong. It's sick and twisted when brushes don't mix colors. I kind of want this to feel like, you know, like one of those like royal portraits. Because she's meant to be a princess. What is with me and like, first of all, me and purple VTubers, apparently, first of all, purple. And then it's like royalty VTubers. There's just like some kind of pattern going on there. I don't know. But yeah, I think the canvas texture would be great for this. It's okay, I didn't expect them to know. Is this the famous Lera VTube channel? Yeah, sure. Hello, mini-me. Welcome. Purple is a nice color. It is! I feel like purple is kind of like underrated. I don't know, like you don't really see it that much in like designs and stuff like that. But I think it's a great color. So yeah, I kind of want this to have one of those like, you know, old like royalty portraits kind of vibe. So I'm gonna try and aim for that. Obviously not as much detail. Those are way too detailed, but like those people who paint those spent like what a decade painting one or something like that, you know. Obviously we're not gonna do that. We don't have that much time. I might be unemployed. But I'm still busy with other things. Like my 3rd anniversary. Which is totally real and happening, guys. I'm just doing some final things. Some final preparations. Actually. I think I will have a date. I will have a date so soon. Just you wait. Just you wait. Purple's a creative color just like green. You don't even get the joke zone. Like, stop pretending. Stop pretending, okay? Wasn't that a long time ago? Look! Look! Leave me alone! Do you want an anniversary stream or not? Obviously you do. Please don't answer that. Unless your answer is yes. Obviously you do want it. So, you know, it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as it actually does happen, I think. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be Puppet Lera's 1st anniversary. We're just gonna put everything together. Even though Puppet Lera debuted in like, I think October. No, September. I'm pretty sure it was September. It has to be. Yes, okay, there you go. Of course we want that for anniversary stream, trademark! Anniversary or not. I'm just here for Puppet Lera. Thank you, Zephan. I love you too. You're so nice to me. What would I do about you guys' positivity? Like, honestly. The encouragement I get on this channel is crazy. Oh my god, something else happened to me on Sunday before I went to the concert. Oh my god, I gotta tell you guys this because it left a big impact on my life. It might not sound like much, but it left a very big impact on my life. Okay, so I was walking down the street and there was this old man walking in front of me. And he drops 20 pounds out of his pocket. And being the kind-hearted person that I am, I took it and I ran up to him and I was like, hey, you dropped 20 pounds. And he was like, oh, thank you. And I kind of like kept walking, like I went ahead of him. But then he caught up with me. You almost got kidnapped. What? Why would you come to that conclusion? What made you think that? Anyway, let me continue my story. And so he catches up with me after I kept walking, and he gives me 10 pounds. You lost weight. I'm talking about the currency, obviously. I thought you were going to say you took it and run. No, listen to me. He catches up with me and he gives me 10 pounds. And I was like, oh, thank you, like, you know. And he was like, you should always reward honesty. And I was like, wow, he's so nice. But you know, yeah, he paid me back. But you know, despite all that was very sweet, right? You know, it made me quite emotional. But I could not stop thinking about how, by being honest, I earned 10 pounds. But if I was dishonest, I could have made 20. Like, don't you think that says a lot about our society, guys? Guys, don't you think that's a very deep commentary on how our society works? That's not the intrusive thoughts win. I'm not gonna let the intrusive thoughts win, but like, I just can't stop thinking about it, you know? Like, obviously I would never take somebody's money. Well, I'm a streamer, so I guess I do take people's money all the time. I wouldn't steal people's I wouldn't... Okay, let's forget this whole part about me not stealing any money. But like, obviously if I see somebody drop money, I'm not gonna keep it. Like if it happens in front, if I find random money lying on the street, I'll keep it. But if I saw the person drop it, I think my kind of like, just like my inner voice would never let me like keep that. Like I saw the money and I was like, yeah, I gotta give it back. I didn't even like think about it, to be honest. Like I just immediately went to give it back to him. I didn't have time to overthink it. But after it happened and he gave me 10 pounds back, I was like, yeah. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the super chat. Looks like I dropped something. Wow. Thank you so much for 10 euros. Never comes back. End stream. You gotta give it back. It's not the same. It's not the same. Do not gaslight me. Hello, Lord Cat. And hello, Kiki. How are you guys? The reward is social standing, I guess. Reminds me of when I found a British debit card in the airport in Dusseldorf and gave it to the worker who probably stole it. Did that actually happen? Oh wow. Can't believe I heard that. It's not a crime. RIP, Alex lost 10 euros. Okay, do not compare. Okay, okay. This is not the same scenario. You consciously gave me the money and it is mine now. Well, 30% of it is YouTube's. But 70% of it is legally mine. Alright? This is not the same. You could even say that old man super chatted me 10 pounds, really, when you think about it, for being so awesome. I hope he's careful though, because like, you know, it just fell out of his pocket. You shouldn't keep money in like in your trousers pocket. It's so easy for it to fall out. You know, always keep money like in your wallet or your bag or something. Like, I don't know, it kind of made me sad. Pensions are not great these days, are they? What if that was like, because he was like, oh, because like he gave me the money and I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, I'm sure, because like if not for you, I wouldn't have like had any. And I'm like, oh my god. And then he's so sad. What if they accidentally press the button? That's not how it works. It like literally asks you to like confirm your card information, I'm pretty sure, doesn't it? I don't know, when I like buy a membership, it asks me to like put in the 3 numbers at the back of my card. This is no accident. I know it's not an accident. He gave a 20 pounds to life to get a 50% cut. You know what? Yeah. That works. Pretty much. We're just dropping money on the internet. Stop. I still have a cough, guys. I'm still dying. Think of it this way, you might have restored his faith in humanity, at least for a bit. Yeah, maybe he believes in young people now. Maybe he's like, maybe not all young people are horrible. Maybe not all of them would steal your money immediately. Honestly, that's fine. He made me feel pretty happy. Like, I was like, wow, what a sweet old man, you know? So yeah, I think I did the right thing. Despite the voice in my head telling me that I could have had 20 pounds instead of 10. I think I did the right thing. On today's episode of Ethics Discussion with Satanic Lera. Don't get upset because of the 10 euro joke. What do you mean don't get upset because of the 10 euro joke? What are you talking about? I'm not upset. I'm not upset about anything. I'm fine. Like, I don't know. It was just pretty interesting because, like, I found, like, money on the floor before, but I never actually saw anybody, like, directly drop it. You know, like, those memes circulating around that are like, the world is so broke, people don't even drop money anymore, and I feel like that's true. But also that's mostly because I feel like people just do cashless mostly these days, especially like in London and stuff like that. Old people are the only ones who still carry cash around. We gotta keep an eye out for them. They're gonna lose all of their money because they don't trust an ATM. Like, I remember my grandma, she would like withdraw her money when it would like, when like her pension would arrive and stuff. She would like withdraw her money, but she would only go to like a specific ATM to do it. Like, she would only do it at like one specific ATM, and I'd be like, Grandma, you can do it at like any ATM, and she'd be like, no. this is the ATM that like I trust or whatever. Like we would always have to walk. I remember I'd always have to walk with her to like a specific ATM because I don't think she trusted. She didn't trust any other one. The story is hella wholesome, basically show that karma goes around. You did a nice thing and got something nice in return. Yeah, I think so too, you know, like, honestly. I don't know. I'm obviously just joking when I say like, oh, don't give it back, you can just keep the money. I hope you guys get that, right? Like, I would have given the money back, like, no matter what. I hope people don't think that I'm like, oh yeah, I could have totally made 20 pounds instead. Like, I hope you guys understand, I'm just joking. Thank you so much for the super chat, Gerardo. Hi Lera, hi everyone. Look, Lera, you found $5 on the floor. Stop! Stop! Okay, now, do I gotta give this one back or not? Now I'm just confused. Now, are you guys testing me? Is it what's happening? Are you guys testing me now? If it's like some kind of like thing, you guys are like, oh yeah, we give Lera money and we see if she gives it. Since she's so nice, let's see if she gives my super chat back. I still don't know if you can give super chats back, by the way. I still have no idea if that is something that is doable. Oh no, I dropped $2. Can you help me? Stop! Stop! This is psychological torture. I try to tell you guys how I'm a good person, and you're immediately like, no, you're not, and we're gonna prove it. Like, thank you, Lera, for the lesson on being a thief. Was the lesson that you shouldn't be one? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? I hope that's what it is. I hope you learn that you shouldn't steal. Please. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Can't even share a wholesome story these days, I swear to god. This ATM looks suspicious. Oh. Yeah. I know, my grandma was like really specific. Whenever she would get her pension, she would like immediately go withdraw it. Like immediately, like as soon as she gets it, she's like, okay, it's time to go to the ATM, like. This is not the brush I was gonna use, but whatever. I'm already using it. I checked with Google, you can already find supas. There you go, guys. I'm not a bad person. I physically cannot give you this money back. So there. They do say chat reflects the streamer. Whatever reaction did you expect from us? I don't know. Maybe you guys would have been like, wow, Lera, you inspired me to do charity. I don't know. Give money to the homeless. Something like that. Not immediately start testing. Testing my morals right here. Art looking cute, thank you. This is gonna take me forever. Especially with this conversation that I'm having. You guys can hear the music, right? It is working now. I forgot to ask. Sometimes I'm like, what if I'm singing along to the music, but people can't hear music, so it just sounds like I'm insane or something? She's just like singing these random lyrics that are not even real. It's not the right color. If you're homeless, just buy a house. Unbelievable. I don't hear any music. What? Y'all are so clumsy with your cash. I know, right? We can't hear the music. Never mind, I hear just very quiet. I'll make it a bit louder. I don't know, some of the songs like have different like volume levels. So some of them are quieter than others. You guys should all get your songs mastered by Alter P. Then you will get the perfect levels of equal levels of loudness on them. I can't hear. Well, can you hear it now? I made it louder. You guys just have the volume really quiet because I'm so fucking loud. Is that what it is? You guys are like, I can't raise my volume a lot on a Lera stream. She keeps fucking screaming. Oh my god, I listened back to the karaoke from Saturday and it sounds so bad. I'm so embarrassed. I was like listening back to it and I was like, oh my god, this sounds so terrible. Don't bomb my ducks! Leave them alone! I hear it, okay. Oh my god. Hello Boris, how are you doing? Can you sing again? I like your songs. No way, man. I need to practice way more. That stream taught me that whatever time I took to practice, I need to at least double that. I think I'm gonna have to like do more singing when it's cooler though. It's like way too hot for me to practice singing. But yeah, I don't know. I was cringing so hard at it. But the good news is I was invited to a group chat of other VTubers that also like Ghost because of that stream. This person messaged me like, hey, we have a group chat for other VTubers who like Ghost and we just talk about the band there, and I was like well, see, I couldn't convert you guys into Ghost fans because y'all are fake and you have no taste in music. But at least I found like-minded people, so there. Take that. Maybe you guys have no taste, but at least there are people out there who do. I was like, finally the Ghost Society. These groups are getting crazy specific. I kid you not, like, they literally just, like, share pictures of Tobias Forge on there. Like, it is so funny. Like, I looked at it and I was like, wow. They just, like, sent pictures of Tobias on here, like... It is so funny. I was like, yes. This is it. This is where I belong. So, yeah, I have new friends now. Fuck all of you guys. You people never wanted to be Ghost fans. So I found new Ghost fans to be friends with. Are you also in a group of VTubers that love The Last of Us? I'm afraid I'm the only VTuber that's this hardcore into The Last of Us. If a group chat like that existed, I would be the creator of it, and I would be the only person in it. Yeah, basically, like, I would just be there sending, like, The Last of Us facts, and nobody will care. Nobody will give a shit. Basically my life. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I don't know anything about it. What do you mean like Brooklyn Nine-Nine? First of all, you should watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's on Netflix. You're now the leader of the set group. I'm not. Christ, because I missed the stream. The VOD is up, but it's apparently blocked in some regions. I got copyrighted so hard for it, you guys. I got copyrighted so badly. Like, it was like, yeah, your stream is blocked in some regions. And I couldn't find how to read where it was blocked. Like, I remember before, I was able to see where exactly my stream is blocked, but I couldn't find that. I don't know if they changed something or if I just forgot where to see that. I don't know. But I remember some time ago, one of my streams got blocked in some regions for copyrighted music. And I went to see where it's blocked, and it was like, your stream is blocked in North Korea. And I was like, so are you saying that people in North Korea were able of accessing my stream before? I don't understand. Are my North Korean fans gonna be disappointed about this? Like... oh my god. So yeah, if it's blocked in your region, I'm sorry. I didn't know ghost music was like gate-kept in some countries or something. I have no idea. It's kind of the price you have to pay for doing anything music-related on YouTube. Like, I feel like Twitch doesn't give a shit. I think Twitch only cares if someone like reports you or something like that, right? Like, but YouTube is like, oh, is this copyrighted music? Kill yourself. How dare you? All 3 people who have access to the internet watch you, yeah. Poor North Koreans can't catch a break. You know, I think I share a birthday with their leader. Or like one of them. I don't know if it's like the current one or the previous one. But I think we share a birthday or something like that. Because I remember at some point people in my class were like, oh my god, look up who like your celebrity birthdays are. And I looked mine and it was like that guy and I thought, oh, okay. That's great. Coincidence? I think not. What are you saying? What are you saying exactly? You can be the new leader? No, thank you. Oh my god. It's a sign? A sign of what? Wait, if it's copyright, which will mute part of your stream? That can't be true. I see people on Twitch, like, playing whatever music they want, like, all the time. Is that just because nobody watches VODs on Twitch? Like... Huh? I've always seen people play, like, whatever fucking music they want. So I thought that it was, like, straight up just allowed. I didn't know that. I thought people can just do whatever they want on Twitch. Apart from showing their ankles and, shoulders and knees or whatever, you know? Whatever medieval dress codes they have going on there, I don't know. Oh, the VOD is gonna get muted? That's so... I did not know that. Okay, I see, so... I guess nobody watches VODs on Twitch, though. Like, who goes on Twitch and is like, yeah, time to watch some VODs? But your life, you can still get it for some of your posts, though. I see. Okay, interesting. That's strange, though, because then, like... Unless you have, like, a recording of your stream, then I guess, like, people can't really, like, watch it. Because it doesn't just, like, filter out the music, does it? Like, it doesn't have that kind of system. It just completely mutes you talking as well. Interesting. The more I find out about Twitch, the more I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be on there. They would ban me for my full demon form model, like, so fast. They'd be like, excuse me, that's too much skin. And then they would just shoot me. So yeah, I don't know. Did they delete the VODs? I think Twitch keeps VODs, but I think they get deleted after a while. I'm not entirely sure. They're definitely not as easy to access. I think you can see the recent ones, but I think it does delete them after a while. That's why a lot of people who stream on Twitch have like YouTube archive channels where they actually upload VODs of their Twitch streams and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like people just kind of watch VODs way more on YouTube in general. Like I get like pretty consistent views like on my VODs, so I'm assuming someone is watching them. And it's not just Phoenix. I know you guys probably like, Lera, it's just Phoenix, but like it's not just Phoenix. I'm sure other people watch my VODs. It mutes everything. Oh wow. Yeah, YouTube actually has a new system now where it can remove the music. So if you have before you could also pick to mute a part of your stream. But now they have a new feature, so it actually filters it out so that your voice still stays, but the music, it probably uses like the same system that like those vocal remover thingies use, that I use sometimes to make illegal instrumentals of songs that don't have official instrumentals. And then sometimes VOD watcher, VOD Lera hits different. Elaborate, please. Please elaborate. Which is my bad, you can split the audio tracks in OBS while recording. Set the VOD locally and upload to YouTube via the music. Yeah, that's how my recordings work. Like I have the music, like the desktop audio on a separate track. Can't say I use it very often though. I use it sometimes for like certain edits that I do, but most of the time I just kind of keep it the way it is. To be fair, I try to avoid copyright music as much as possible anyway, so... Oh my god, she's so cute. Even though she slandered my favorite visual novel on her visual novel tier list stream. It's okay. Will I ever get over that? No. But it's okay. I still love her. Look at her. Look at her cute little face. She's so cute. Thank God for AI, right? Okay, like, that's like an appropriate use of AI in my opinion, you know? Like, we need more AI tools that like actually assist you. You know, like obviously, like that's probably the most decent use of AI ever. Like, not the kind that fucking like makes a song in your style illegally without any effort. Just get better taste, Lera. How dare you? What BN did she slander? I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. It's not very age appropriate. I bet it is spicy. Oh no, it is not just spicy, it is bad in there. Like, the Steam version. Don't play the Steam version though, that's like even worse. I'm very sad to admit that I accidentally purchased a completely... Okay, so I used to play a pirated copy of that VN a very long time ago. And that one was censored. And I was like, okay, whatever. But I wanted to legally buy it, but I didn't want the Steam version because Steam versions fucking suck because like how does that even fucking work? So I bought it from GOG and it said Director's Cut and I was like, oh my god, Director's Cut! I wonder if it has like extra content or something like that in it. So it was completely uncensored. I did not play it. I couldn't get past like the first scene. I was like, oh, never mind, and I just closed it. I just yeah, I bought it from God. Damn girly pop. I hated that experience. Like, can't I have a legal copy of it that's not the Steam one, but is also not the GOG one? Like, something in between? I don't get it, man. Why do you hate me? Director be wilding, like, for real, for real. Everything was there. It really was. Like, I was like, okay, this is going fine. I usually just skip through it. Like, I used to have a copy that I'm, like, messed with, where I removed all the, like, images from it, so I didn't have to look at them, from, like, the game files, so it would just have, like, a black screen. And I would just, like, skip through those parts, and I'd be like, okay, this is fine. But that, wow. Wow. I did not want to see that. Damn. They do be wilding. Oh my god. You either get all the cake or no cake at all. That is literally how it is. Like, I don't know, like, I heard that this Steam version is, like, pretty bad. Like, apparently Steam, like, completely cuts it out or something like that, but, like, that's not gonna work because there's still plot, unfortunately, there. Or something like that, so I don't really know how that would work, which is why I didn't want to spend the money on the Steam copy, but, like, the GOG one is really bad, too. And I no longer have my pirated copy of it, so I'm just like... I guess I'll just never play it again, jeez, okay, fine. According to Wisu, it's not that good, so... It's fine. I'll just believe her on that now. I'll just adopt her views. I actually do play it for the plot. Like, I actually do. Please do not, like, judge me. It is actually one of my favorite stories ever. Like, it is such a good story. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, but it is such a good story. And I love the characters. But, like, oh my god. I honestly, like, I gotta say, the mature content in it is bad. Like, it is bad. It's not even, like, sexy, but to be honest, I never find that kind of stuff sexy anyway, so maybe I'm just not really the person to judge it. Maybe I'm not really, like, the target audience, so it's kind of whatever, but it is bad. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, but it has a really good story, okay? It has a really good story, it goes really hard. It's okay, but sometimes we are cursed to like things. Like, there's this one at the end that I like one of the girls, but I rather die than to play. That's such a mood. That is such a mood. You can't just ignore it. That's what I usually do. Like, I just skip through it really quickly. I just press the enter button aggressively. But it's all voice acted too, Mr. E. It's all voice acted. It's terrible. It's awful. Like, they went all out. Like, it hurts so much because I actually think it has a great story. But I do not recommend it to people. Like, do not do this to yourselves. Which is why I'm not saying the name, you know? It's like one of those things that I love, but I would never recommend to any, like, sane person. You know, it's like just one of those things where you're like, yeah, this is great, but please don't play it. For me, it's kind of like that. It's like, you know, it's kind of like Monogatari, you know? Monogatari is great, but it's not really something you would recommend to people and, like, still be respected by them. You know, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's kind of like that. Like, it's good, but oh my god. It is also really, really bad. I'm so confused by when people play these games for those visuals and sound immersion. Not me. Not me. I actually play them for the plot. And then I get hit with like all the other stuff that I don't want to look at. Like, I don't know, that's like one of the reasons why I'm not really into VNs, like in general. I just kind of think that they're a bit like some of them just feel like you should just write a book. Like, they're really awkward, right? It's like the person couldn't be bothered to write a proper book, but they also didn't wanna draw a comic. So they went ahead and made this like thing that's not actually a game but claims to be one. Like, I've got a bit, maybe it's a bit of a hot take, but I think that a lot of them are extremely fucking boring. And then like half of them are just really boring, and then the other half are just really lewd. And some of them are both boring and lewd somehow. Like, I tried getting into VNs ages ago and I just couldn't. So the only one I genuinely like is that one. Because that one, first of all, wasn't boring. But oh my god. Oh my god. But it definitely wasn't boring. But oh my god. Yeah, I would actually prefer an actual novel to read. That is why I just read books, bruh. Like, I'm sorry, like, the ends, they just don't really hit. Like, they're gonna be like there describing the girl for like 3 pages, but the girl is in front of me. Like, she's there on the screen because it's a visual novel. I can see her. You don't have to describe the color of her hair for 5 minutes. Like, I don't know, they're just so terribly... They feel like those books by Russian authors they made me read, like, in 5th grade while I was still in Russia, honestly. I don't know. My first theater purchase of my own money that I worked for was the Omegaverse Yuri. You know, this is the kind of stuff you should keep to yourself. You know, I don't want to know these facts about you, okay? Like, there's a reason why I'm not sharing the name of the VN I like. You should just do that. What is this Shakespeare? I don't know, I just feel like they have so much, like, useless, like, detail. I guess that's why people like them. I feel like a lot of people do like them for, like, slice of life, kind of just, like, descriptions. But, like, for me, it's really boring. I don't know. Me every time I play the first case of Ace Attorney game and it introduces the side character that I've already known for the last 3... Oh my god, Ace Attorney will literally give you flashbacks of something that just happened. Like, it's like, this literally just happened and Ace Attorney is gonna be like, here's a flashback, here's the scene that you just saw, but in black and white, and it's like, it just happened! It just happened! Like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. Ace Attorney is like one of the good ones. I think Ace Attorney is because like it's got all the... Like, what I don't like about... Okay, I don't like VNs that are not interactive at all. Like, you know, the ones where it has 0 options and like only like 1 ending? Why the fuck do those exist? Like, seriously. I'm sorry, maybe I'm offending like some visual novel fans. But why the fuck did you make that? Why is it in a form of a game? Why? Just make it like auto-scroll or something. Why am I pressing enter on this? Like... Stop! Just write a book! Just write a book! Please! Like, at least in Ace Attorney, you actively engage with it, you know? Right? Like, just write a novel! What are you doing? Like, there are the ends, like, for example, Slay the Princess, where it's like, you know, very choice-based. And, you know, the choices pay off, like, really quickly as well. You know, like, it kind of happens really quickly. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the patience Maybe I'm just not patient enough for these. Like, I don't know, it just takes so long for something to happen. It just takes so long for something to happen in a lot of them. And I don't have the patience. I still need to play Twilight Princess. It's pretty fun. Twilight Princess is fun, you know, lots of outcomes. That one is good. Like, I feel like if you're making a visual novel, it should be something like that. I feel like it should be like very choice-based. Like, the story has to be amazing for me to actually play a visual novel. You know, like, it's really... This story really has to be worth it for me. I don't care for, like, the slice of life romance, meet all the girls and then learn their trauma once. Which is, a lot of them are basically that. You meet a bunch of girls and you learn about their trauma and it's like, okay. Okay. Why am I here? Why am I in this therapy simulator? What is happening? Some VNs do make good use of the graphics and music the novel couldn't provide. Yeah, I do kind of understand like why like they might choose that as a medium. Like, I guess like when you're working on something that could be multiple things, like you're like, oh, I could write this as a novel, but I could also make it like into a comic or something like that. I guess, you know, you do consider like what medium will work best for it. But I swear to God, some of them just don't do that. Doki Dogi would have been so good if it didn't take 20,000 years to get anywhere. Yeah, I kind of feel that too. And I feel like by the end of it, like once you finally get there, like it just feels so anticlimactic at that point. That's just how I personally felt about Doki Doki. Like I was like, yeah, I guess, but like, okay, so what? Like, but I guess it was pretty revolutionary for the genre. Visual novel fans were so starved that Doki Doki really did just hit extra hard to most people. Right, Higurashi is completely linear, but like, I did hear that Higurashi has good sound design. I think Nonsense told me that like literally like today or something. But I honestly thought, I was convinced that Higurashi would have choices. Because like I watched the anime and I thought that the way the anime worked, I thought that they were dead as just showing you different outcomes of the different choices, which is why it kept looping back. That was literally my theory. I was like, oh, they're just, because sometimes, you know, when they adapt visual novels into anime, they sometimes do different routes. Like they will show you like every route or something like that to show you like the different outcomes. They have done that a couple times, I believe, for visual novel adaptations. So I thought that's what was happening in Higurashi when I started watching it. I was like, oh, are they just doing the thing where you get like the different endings? And you get to like see all of them? But then I found out that actually no, the visual novel is just like that. And I was like, damn, you just sit there like just like that. Have to go lunch break over, so got a lot of work to get back to. Okay, Boris, good luck at work. I heard Higurashi is good. I've heard good things about Higurashi, but I think I would rather watch the anime. I'm gonna be honest. I would rather just watch the anime. Higurashi could have been at the end of many branches as well. Yeah. I kind of want to revisit Umineko. Because I've seen Umineko when I was very young and it completely traumatized me. But you know, I think I'm ready now. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. But like, I heard that apparently the anime doesn't do it that much justice. But I also don't really want to play the visual novel. They just take so long to get good. Like, I don't know. What should I do? How do I fix this? What is this brush? Oof, I don't like that. Me when I download brushes and then I don't even like them. Sorry, I'm desperately trying to decide what brush do I shade this hair with. Because I wanted to have a nice texture. Maybe this one. You don't handle it because it's so longer than the Bible. Guys, what do you think is longer? War and Peace or Umineko? Place your bets. Place your bets. What is longer? You know, my mom actually read War and Peace, and she even claims that she got really into it and she loved it and she couldn't put it down, and I'm like, that's great, Mom. I'm not reading that. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a very interesting genre, but I feel like people don't do with it as much as they could. Like, I feel like they could totally be utilizing the fact that it can have both sound and visuals, unlike a novel, but then they just go ahead and just make it like a slideshow with words. Like, I don't know, I feel like the issue is not so much the genre, but more just like how people use it. And so many of them are just hentai. Like, I'm sorry, but so many of them are just hentai. Why? 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 If it's the only way we can get people who are into hentai to read. If it's our last resort to get them to actually read. This is how we finally do it. Why? Because horny. They gotta sit through like all the dialogue and the description to finally get to the part where they get to see the girl's boobs. It's the reward. It's the reward for reading through the whole thing. You get to see boobs at the end. Honestly, fair enough. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I do kind of miss like stuff like Clannad, Air, and Angel Beats. Like, they were all made by the same studio, the visual novels, right? I think they're called Key or something like that. Like, I kind of miss those. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I really miss those like super dramatic anime, slice of life anime where the characters just, the main characters just fucking die at the end. And it's devastating and sad. Like, I kind of miss those days. I don't know if anybody else was really into those, but I was like a huge fan of Clannad, Air, and Angel Beats. When I was younger, like, oh my god, I love the anime so much, and like, I don't know, I just vibed them. They were so fucking sad for no reason, you know? I love a good drama. Sometimes you just want to watch like something that's like really sad for no fucking reason. How many holes is in the human body? For real, for real. I'm back was washing my white clothes. No special net thing. But you did separate them from the darks, so I'm proud of you. Also, stop trying to trigger me, I swear to God. Leave me alone, okay? I live my life my way. You live your life the wrong way, okay? We should just agree to disagree, Gerardo, okay? Stop trying to get a reaction out of me. I only see Angel Beats in anime form. I love Angel Beats anime as well. I've only seen animes of their novels. I have not read the novels. Because like for a very long time I think they just didn't exist like officially, I think. Like as legit copies, or at least I didn't find them for a while. I feel like they all got kind of late Steam releases and stuff like that. But the anime adaptations were very, very good. Clannad was like my favorite anime for a very long time. Like, I had a Clannad phase, you guys. I was obsessed with it. I was so into Clannad, like, genuinely. Oh my god. But I feel like I would hate reading the visual novel. Like, I would just be so fucking bored. I guess it's just not my genre. If only they all had stories as captivating as my favorite one. That I will not be naming. I just can't risk children looking it up. Like, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own. I cannot risk it. I already said too much. Dramatical murder is pretty fun. How dare you write those words? How could you just write that? In my chat. How could you say that? Are you not ashamed? Do you really want this to be the opinion people have on you? Do you really want to just say that publicly on the internet so that everybody knows? Everybody knows what you think of Dramatical Murder. Dramatical Murder is trauma. You know, I watched the anime adaptation of it when I was like, I don't know, 14. But like, I didn't know what it was based on. And obviously the anime, I think the anime adaptation was fine. I didn't actually watch all of it. I watched like the first episode or something like that. And I told my friend, I went to my friend and I was like, I thought there's this new anime called Dramatical Murder. And she was like, Lera? And I was like, what? What is it? She was like, Lera, Dramatical Murder is like based on this yaoi, like visual novel. And I was like, what? But the first episode I watched was actually like completely fine and really boring. And she was like, no, Lera, it's like really inappropriate. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So I never watched the rest of the anime, but probably the anime was fine. Normally anime adaptations of the ends are clean. Or at least I think so, I don't know. I think most of the time the adaptations are clean. That's why my favorite one should just get an adaptation. Maybe they can fix it. Maybe they can, I know it's like from 2004, but maybe there's still a chance they'll do it. But yeah, I had no idea what Dramatical Murder was, and I was like, yeah, there's this, I didn't even know it was a BL. Like, I just thought like the character designs were fun, and I just kind of liked the art style, and I was like, whatever, I'll watch like the first episode. And I thought it was like very okay, like I didn't really think anything of it. And then my friend was like, Lera. Oh god. Anime is just like that, you know? You just never know what's gonna happen next. The Magical Murder anime doesn't contain anything from the game except the OVA, which are all bad endings. Okay. I don't know, I actually don't know what you're referring to though, because I don't know anything about Dramatical Murder. Like, I haven't played the VNs and I haven't watched like all of the anime. I only seen the first episode ages ago. Like, I don't know the story of it, and I don't want to know. Please don't tell me anything about it. I think I want to stay this way. I think I want to stay blissfully unaware. Like, I think I'm good. I'm fine. I'm okay. I don't know nothing of it, then why are you describing it like you do? Oh, I shouldn't know anything of it. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. Continue to know nothing. Damn, what did Dramatical Murder do to you people? What did you guys see in there? I'm so scared. What the fuck did you guys see in Dramatical Murder? Damn. This is why. To be fair, I don't interact with BL a whole lot in general. I really was never a BL fan. I was a Yuri fan. I don't know how it happened, but I was a Yuri fan since I was like a teen. All the other girls I knew were into BL. Like, usually, like most teenage girls, I feel like it's really standard for teenage girls who are into anime to be into BL. But I like legit never understood the appeal of BL. Like, I actually was never interested in it, and I always thought that the stories were really bad. Maybe that's not my problem. I actually like things for the plot, right? Like, people don't watch the stuff for the plot. Like, I feel like that's my first mistake, because I genuinely get into things for the plot, and then nobody else does that. Like. And then I complain, and then I'm like, man, BLs are so bad, they have such bad plot, and then it's like, Lera, nobody fucking likes BL for the plot. And same with visual novels, I'm like, yeah, these visual novels are so like, not interesting. And when I was like, Lera, nobody's there for the plot. Like, I think I found the issue, guys. Okay, I was the problem all along. Never mind. Disregard everything I said. My opinion is not valid. I am not the target audience. It's fine. Clearly, this is what this is all about. VN readers, we read it for the plot. You read it for the plot. We are not the same. Yeah, basically, apparently. Oh my god. I did have a phase where I was like learning Rempy though. And I was like, yeah, I could make a VN. When I learned how to use Rempy. And I was pretty like okay with it as well. Like I could do most of like the basic functions. But then I never actually made a VN. But at least I learned something, guys. At least I learned how to use the engine. I don't remember anything about it anymore, so please don't ask me to make a visual novel for you. There's no way I actually still have that knowledge in my head, but you know. Back then, I was perfectly capable of making something simple. Wow, is this hair shading fire or what? If Kiki and I are talking about the same thing, then yes, run no way. If it's a safe space to talk about BL, no. No. Please don't. And here I was gonna ask for a VN of the misadventure of Puppet Lera. Why would Puppet Lera have a VN when she already has a TV show? She's already one step ahead. She's already so many steps ahead. She got a full-on TV show. She's finally out of jail. She can finally work on her creative projects again. Lera homophobic arc. I literally said that I like Yuri though. How could you say this? I was just a Yuri girly. Because Yuri's usually at least had a story. Well, some of them didn't, let's be honest. A lot of them did not have stories. But have you guys ever seen Akuma no Riddle? Akuma no Riddle goes so hard. I fucking love Akuma no Riddle. It's one of my favorites. Yuriko Maarashi. Okay, Yuriko Maarashi is kind of like a fever dream. But you know, it kind of has a story. It's just a really strange one. But you know, there's somewhat a plot present in Yuriko Maarashi. Them BLs though, I swear to God, man. What is going on there? Okay, this is all really great, but I just shaded this half of the hair, and now I'm thinking about how I gotta shade the other half. It's all fun and games until you have to shade the other half of the hair as well. Why would you do this to me? Why would you have hair growing on both sides of your head? How could this happen? And this is good practice for me. I don't really draw this kind of detailed hair that often, to be honest, so... I just give everybody short hair and bob cuts. Akuma no Riddle, more like I want to be targeted by sex ladies. That as well, you know? That is true. Hi Lera, I just found a game you might like. It's called Cooking Companion. What is it about? Hello, Aaron. Cooking. Cooking Companions? Is it a visual novel? Are you making fun of me? Is it a visual novel? Are you making fun of me? companions. I can't believe did you just bait me? You just bait me like this. I can't believe I fell for that. I can't believe I fell for that. Cute psychological horror, man. How can it be both cute and psychological horror? Does it have lots of options? I hope so. What the fuck? Okay, these Google images are very cursed. What is happening? This looks really weird. You'll see. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay. I need to get back to shading this hair. This hair is not gonna shade itself. Okay? I have a mission. I must draw Wisu while I complain about her taste in VLs. One day I will pay for my sins. Let future Lera deal with that. With the hair or with the visual novel? Current Lera can run to her heart's content. I guess so. It has a sequel? Does it have lots of choices though? Is it like very choice based? I only like the ends that are like very choice based. That or the plot really has to be that good. Otherwise, I would rather just read a book. When you recommend me a VN, you should have to like go through like a questionnaire, and the questionnaire is like, could this technically be a book? And if the answer is yes, like it just takes you like it just like bans you from recommending it to me. Arisu put Trials and Tribulations at the top, so they're in my good books. She did put a lot of Ace Attorney games like really high up, so you know. I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm just very sad. Like I think honestly, like she was like on point about a lot of them, and like honestly, she plays more visual novels than me. Like obviously, she really likes visual novels, so I think she's a bit more kind of like versed in them than me. All I do is complain about how they have too many words. So you know, she's totally valid. I was just genuinely so sad because she said some stuff about my favorite one. But I didn't agree with at all, and I was like, I was so sad. I was like, no. I was like full on. I was there. I was ready for her to put it into the masterpiece tier, and then she didn't, and I was like, my day is ruined. My mood and day are ruined. They will never be the same. It's called a visual novel and complaining about words. Listen, I already went through this. You just had to be there. I'm not gonna repeat what I said. You just had to be there. It needs to actually justify being a visual novel for it to be good for me. I'm sorry. You were there. So you were trolling when you recommended me that one. You heard. I thought maybe you missed out on the context. So you didn't mean it when you recommended me a visual novel immediately, but you were there. I don't know, man. I think we can all agree to disagree, okay? We all have our opinions. It's fine. Just that my opinions are correct and yours are not, so whatever. Let's just agree that I'm right and you're wrong. And that is how I win every argument. You can't talk back to me because you're not technically here. You're in the chat. I can say what I want. I love you and you love me. I just think you have ADHD! How dare you? How dare— I read like actual books though, and I'm fine with them. Like, I read actual novels. Do not give me this shit. What the fuck? You're just gonna make fun of my ADHD like that? Really? Really, Kiki? Really? After everything I've done for you, which please don't ask me what have you done for me, Lera, because I don't really know how to answer that question. But after everything I've totally done for you, it's how you treat me. I was there for bashing people who complain about visual not having forward stuff. Look. I don't think that they shouldn't have words. I just think that a lot of them don't have words that are interesting and make me want to keep reading them and bring value to them. Okay. I'm not complaining about them having words. I just don't think that they're actually, like, a lot of them are not actually that interestingly written to me, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for having an opinion. I can't believe I'm like getting like challenged here. You guys are supposed to agree with everything I say. If you won't get through Mineko, then check out the mangas that— oh, I don't read manga. I don't read manga either. I don't like reading manga all that much. For me, it has to be like either books or anime. Alright, like, I don't really like reading the ends. I don't really like reading manga. Let these manga for babies. Okay, none of that is true. None of that is true. I don't think that. I just personally don't really like it. I don't know how to read, so I'll just agree with Lera. You should be like that. You guys should all be like that. I love my illiterate viewers. Shout out to my illiterate viewers. You are the best, for real, for real. Hello, James. Favorite book / anime? My favorite book, if we're talking like non, light novel anime books, my favorite book is Howard's End by E.M. Forster. That book is so good. You should all read it. It's incredible. My favorite, if we're talking like light novels, I really love the Monogatari novels. The Monogatari novels go so hard. Like, oh my god, they're amazing. This is what literature should be like. When you think about it, Howard's End is just Monogatari from the, like... from Victorian England! Actually, I don't think it was Victorian England. That book was so hard to read. That's because you don't read books. All books are hard to read for you. You said Giovanni's Room was hard to understand, but no, it wasn't. The only way books become easy to read is if you keep reading them and get better at reading them. It's the only way it will ever get easier, guys. I don't know how to tell you this, but you gotta read books to, like, start understanding them better. It's the only way, I'm sorry. If you don't read manga, then how do you know Black Butler? That's because I used to read manga back then and I lost all faith in manga. I never read manga again after Black Butler. No, that's not true. I used to read a lot of manga back when I was in school because I would read it like in school. Like I read it because it was like the only thing I did to not be bored in school. Like once I was out of school, I literally had like no reason to read manga anymore. Like I read it because I couldn't watch anime in school. It was basically my entertainment. Okay, like I read all of Oyasumi Pun Pun in school. I read like Battler in school. I think I might have read Chainsaw Man in school. No, I think I read Chainsaw Man after school. But I read it because I was just like really curious about it and it didn't have an anime adaptation yet. I read Dance and Vampires Band in school. Yeah, I basically just read manga in school. It was how I got through high school. If you're like, Lera, how did you read like all that manga back in the day? That was because it was my only coping mechanism at the time. But once I was no longer in school, I didn't really need to read manga anymore. If I read Monogatari, will I get 20 paragraphs just like in the anime? Elaborate. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I heard the toothbrush scene of the sisters was in the light novels. It is 13 pages long, if I'm not wrong. I think it's like a good 13 pages long in the novels. I actually haven't read that specific Monogatari novel, I'm afraid of it. But the Kizu Monogatari novel is really good, I really recommend it. It's technically like the prequel, so it's chronologically the first one. I don't particularly recommend consuming Monogatari chronologically, but if you don't want to get into it, and if you just want to see one season or read one novel, Kizu Monogatari is the one I would say you should go for. The Kizu Monogatari anime is incredible. 13, it is something like that. I might be wrong, but like it's long. I counted. I own the book and I actually opened it and I counted it and I remember it being like a really high number. I think it was pretty bad, yeah, like there is also like a part where this girl, okay guys, Monogatari is, okay, the Monogatari anime is a visual masterpiece, okay? It has a pretty good story. It has the books have incredible like writing and dialogue in my opinion. But once again, Monogatari is one of those things I don't particularly recommend you. You know, like it's just like it's really like, I don't know, it's very fan servicey. I think it's very good, like everything else wise. The novels are very interestingly written, and they say that they're even better in Japanese. Like they're basically, apparently they're like impossible to actually translate, so sadly we only get a fraction of their power in English. But it's very fan servicey, which is kind of sad. It's sort of why I prefer the novels to the anime, because at least like in the novels I don't have to look at it. Like in the novels, it's kind of whatever, you know, you're just reading words. But in the anime, you have to actually look at it, which is worse. I feel like the anime kind of feels even more fan servicey because then they can also add all that visual fan service stuff. But if you wanna read something that's really like unusual and artistic, and if you want to watch something that's really unusual and artistic, I do recommend it. If you don't really want to get into it, I think Kizu Monogatari is really good. Kizu Monogatari is chronologically first, but if you really want to get like the full experience, watch it in the correct order, not the chronological order. Now you might be thinking, but Lera, chronological order sounds like the correct one. It's not. It's very complicated, but one Google search will tell you what order to watch it in. Stop asking me. People are like, I can't get into Monogatari, it's too confusing. Like, bitch, just one Google search and you'll find the correct order, like, please. Stop pretending like it's such a big deal. If you like fantasy, mind you, the book series The Realm of Elderlings. I'm not like super into book series, to be completely honest with you. I like standalone books a bit better. I don't know. I don't really read that many book series. I don't know. It's just like it's too overwhelming to me. I have read some book series in the past, but like I don't know. Monogatari is kind of the only one I'm like voluntarily willing to deal with, I would say. I don't know. I really like kind of like books that are like to the point. You know, it has a clear... It's kind of like that with me with like TV shows as well. I don't like stuff that goes on for a very long time. I like it when things have like a very clear beginning and end that's not like dragging on for forever. I just feel like some things keep dragging on for so long and then it's just like... At some point you feel like the author kind of lost what they were starting with. So I don't know. But Lera is giving me mixed signals of which one is true. Okay, that is kind of true. Because technically the novels and the anime had slightly different... I personally watched it in anime release order. So, maybe you could do that, because that's how I did it and it was fine. You could do it in the book release order as well. Which would technically be correct, but I saw it in the anime release order and it was like, okay. I think it is because the Kizumonogatari movies got like super delayed in production or something like that. They're very good. They're like way higher budget than the rest of the anime, which is why I also recommend them just like for the visual experience. The Wheel of Time is the third longest book series in the world? Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. Not the chronological order. Monogatari manga is where the heat is at. Please don't read the Monogatari manga. I don't know who needs to hear this, but please don't read the Monogatari manga. Is basically like an adaptation of an adaptation or something like that. I don't know what's happening in there. Please don't read the Monogatari, just read the books or watch the anime. Please, I'm begging you. I can't do this anymore. This is too much for me. But yeah, I don't know. I really like Monogatari, but basically everybody who has watched Monogatari, who like I told about it, hated it. Because I think the fan service is really like not for everyone. I'm really not a big fan of the fan service in it either, but you know, I like the story and the vibes enough. You know, I think it's artistically, it's so great. I could kind of like close my eyes on the fan service and tolerate it. So yeah, it's kind of fine for me, but for some people it's just too much, and I kind of get that. Which is why I don't particularly recommend Monogatari. Like, you know, it's that kind of thing that you gotta watch at your own risk. If you're not a fan of fan service, if you're a fan of fan service, you'll probably love it, honestly. On the topic of anime with good visuals, have you watched The Gardens of Sinners? No, I haven't. Is that new? I don't know. I haven't even heard of that. The Garden of Sinners. Stop distracting me from my... Stop distracting me from my mission. Okay, this is like Fate. Why does this look like Fate? Is this the Fate art style? Why does this look like Fate? Are you gaslighting me? I have never heard of this in my life. When did this come out? 2007? I have never heard of this in my life. It takes place in the Fate universe? Okay. I don't even understand. I have never seen anything Fate related. Like, I actually don't know what's going on there. I don't know the lore. I feel like Fate is like, I swear to God, Fate is more intimidating than Monogatari. Like, when people are like, oh my god, Lera, Monogatari is too intimidating. Like, I swear to God, Fate is worse. It has to be. Like, do not come at me with Monogatari is too intimidating when y'all like watch something like the Fate series. I swear to fucking God. Isn't Fate also like visual novels? Or am I wrong? To figure it out. Fate is definitely worse, yeah. But distracting you is fun. Thank you for the super chat. Stop! I have ADHD, guys! Guys, I have ADHD, I can't do this. I will never finish this drawing. I was so smart to like color it in and line it before the stream. I would have never gotten anything done otherwise. Yes, the visual novel. I only watched Fate Zero. Fate Zero is like the most popular one, isn't it? I feel that's the one a lot of people watched. Day1 High recommending Tengaku Daimaikyo so I can talk to someone about. Isn't that the one you told me like not to watch or something like that because it had like bad stuff in it or something? Didn't you tell me that it was like really heavy or something like that? You're the one who told me not to watch it! I definitely recommend checking in at least one of the movies in that series if you'd like. Okay, but it's the one you told me about, the garden. I already forgot what it was called. That one is like standalone. I don't need to know much about Fate. Right? Hopefully. The most popular is Fate Stay Night. Yeah, I have heard this one as well quite often. Yeah, I heard those both names. Heaven Illusion is great. At least the anime is. It's a standalone. Okay, that's not too bad. I love standalone things. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like things like that are very kind of like, you know, big serious. I feel like you're either like a huge fan and you're desperately trying to get other people into it, or you're just extremely intimidated by it and you will never get into it. Like there's no in between. You either like really into it, or you keep telling yourself that you will one day check it out and then you never do, you know? I feel like that's just kind of how it is with a lot of these. But yeah, I'm not like that into stuff with lots of seasons or anything like that. Or at least, I don't know, stuff with like really complicated lore. It kind of, I don't know, it kind of scares me off very often. You know, the only reason I got into Monogatari was because I was at some point, I was convinced that it was over. Like, I kept seeing it around, but I kept being like, oh, I'll wait until, like, all the seasons come out. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I was under the wrong impression that Monogatari has finally finished. And that's why I started it. I was like, okay, I can finally, like, watch it. Because it's over now. They're not gonna make anymore. And I kid you not, since I started watching Monogatari, I think they made, like, 4 or 5 more seasons. Like, I don't know how I got so terribly, like, I don't know, misinformed, but I did. But then at that point, I was too deep into it. They literally made a new Monogatari season. They literally just released a new Monogatari season, you guys. I'm gonna watch it. I'm so gonna watch it. I cannot wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet, because I haven't really, like, sat down to do it. But I'm excited for that shit. Although I think they got rid of Araragi in it or something like that. I think Araragi is gone. I'm not too sure, but I think he's not like the main character anymore or something. Tragic. I'm gonna miss my boy. Even though he's a horrible person, I'm still gonna miss him. Hello, Dr. Frederick. How are you? Am I winning at art? Kind of, yeah. People keep distracting me with anime recommendations. I went on a really long rant where I talked about visual novels, and apparently it was a hot take and nobody agreed with me, and it hurt my ego greatly. I will never be the same after that. Oh my god, the dress looks so bad, but I don't know how to fix it. I do not know how to fix this. I had like a really good reference, but I lost it. Wait, I found it. Never mind. This won't be any consolidation, but your stream also continues to distract me from work. Is that a good thing? Continue on more ranting is entertaining. Okay, but only if you agree with me. Only if you agree with me. You have to agree with me. You have to sign this waiver where you're like, yeah, I will agree with everything Lera says on stream. Maybe I should make people sign something like that when they come into my stream. Like, if you're a new viewer, you gotta sign this document that's like, I will agree with everything Lera says. That would be actually kind of fun, I think. Very satisfying for me, too. I love it when people agree with me. Like, why is Vinland Saga one of the best animes ever made? Am I right, guys? Maybe if it makes sense. How dare you? Everything I say always makes sense, I'm pretty sure. Actually, that's definitely not true. I'm like really out of it sometimes. Well, more often than sometimes. Oh yeah, speaking of, I'm gonna play the Spy Family game on Friday. I'm so excited for that, guys. You understand? I've been waiting for the Spy Family game to come out for so fucking long. Like, they announced it like a year ago, I think, and then they kept being like, yeah, it'll come out in 2024. And then it kept like not coming out, and I was like, where's my Spy Family game? And then they finally announced the date, and it was literally coming out the weekend I was going to Duckult, and I was like, seriously? The weekend I'm at Duckult, you just gonna drop the fucking Spy Family game? I'm like the only person waiting for this game. Nobody else wants it. I'm a huge Spy Family fan. I think Spy Family is definitely one of my favorite animes as well. Like, it's definitely up there. I don't know, I just love it so much. I'm really excited to play the game. I know it's probably not gonna be anything like crazy, you know, like it's definitely not like gonna be some kind of like elaborate deep game probably, but I'm excited for it anyway. Hello Tech, how are you doing? I thought you were reading the Vinland Saga manga. I kinda want to. I really love it. So I kind of want to check out the mangas, since then I'm gonna know what happens next. But once again, I said, you know, I don't really read manga. I don't know, like, I don't really, like... I don't know how to explain it, but I don't really, like... I don't know how to explain it, but it feels to me like I should, like, if I have time to read manga, I should just go read a book. I'm like, whatever, they'll make an anime of this eventually, like... There'll be an anime adaptation eventually. They'll make a season 3 at some point. The Vinland Saga manga, I think, is like either finished or about to finish, from what I know. So, you know, they'll make a final season soon enough. I can just keep rewatching the other 2 seasons. I already saw it 3 times, it's fine! Welcome back, Kiki. Apparently the author really doesn't like Spy Family. Wait, what author? The Spy Family author? Doesn't like Spy Family? I'm confused. What does that mean? The last chapter of Vinland Saga comes out this summer. Oh really? Yeah, I thought it was like about to end or something like that. That is so exciting. Okay, I am more likely to pick up a manga if it's finished. I'm gonna tell you that. I am much more likely to read a manga if it's finished. I sometimes kind of get annoyed at mangas that drag on for forever. It's like kind of one of the reasons why I gave up on Black Butler as well and stuff like that. Like, I originally read fucking Chainsaw Man because it was finished. Or like, I thought it was fucking finished. And then they released this like Chainsaw Man manga season 2 or something. Even though, in my opinion, the ending of Chainsaw Man manga was like perfectly fine. I don't even know what goes on in the rest of the Chainsaw Man manga. And I'm not gonna find out. I don't care about it enough. Like, I thought that like, as a standalone, it was fine, but then they were like, Chainsaw Man manga part 2, he goes to school. And I'm like, of course he fucking does. Of course he goes to school. Like, how could he miss on that important arc of his life? Like, part 2 is pretty good. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest, like, the Chainsaw Man, like, it was okay. I liked it, but it wasn't, like, my favorite or anything. Also, I am so unmotivated to watch the anime if I already read the manga. Like, seriously, if I read the manga, I haven't seen the Chainsaw Man anime, you guys. Because I already read the manga. So, like, sometimes reading the manga kind of kills my, like, motivation to watch the anime. Because I'm like, whatever, man, I know what happens. Why should I watch it again, basically, you know? So that's also like another reason why I don't really like reading manga, because then I know for sure I'm not gonna fucking watch the anime. And vice versa, like, then I already watched the anime and I'm like, man, do I gotta like reread the manga? Like, how do I know? How do I know? Because then I'm like, oh, what if I missed something in the manga that they didn't include in the anime or something? I don't know, it's weird. What's happening? I miss Steins Gate. I love Steins Gate. I absolutely loved Steins Gate. I think Steins Gate is probably one of the best like time traveling kind of stories out there. I feel like it's really easy to mess up time traveling, but they did not. They did it perfectly. So yeah. Wait, so did I miss something about the Spy Family thing? So what about the Spy Family? Wait, so the author of Spy Family is tired of it? No! Literally, don't tell me that! Spy Family is like my comfort anime, like for real, for real. I don't want to hear that. That makes me so sad. Spy Family is like the most comforting thing in the world to me. I hate to know that the author doesn't like it anymore or something. How could this happen? I'm such a big Spy Family fan. You were Zero in the movie? I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I watched it. Probably? It's been a while since I watched it. I've probably seen everything. I don't really remember. I guess they want to move on to our stuff. Just finish it then. Authors, when they drag a story for a really long time and then they're like, man, I'm kind of tired of writing this. Like, just finish it then. Just give it an ending. But then they're like, oh, I don't know how to end it. You see, I don't like it when they clearly don't know how to end it. I feel like if you're starting something, you need to already know how it's going to end. I feel like some of the best works that I have ever read are definitely those where you very clearly know how it's going to end. Like The Good Place. I feel like you can tell by The Good Place that they had a very clear idea of how it was going to go. You know? Like, I really, really admire that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like some of the best stuff is truly the kind where it's like, you know, you can tell the author planned it through from the beginning. Because, like, there's just so much stuff where you can very clearly tell that no, they fucking didn't. Like Black Battler! Please don't. I don't wanna go on a rant about Black Battler again. I feel like I have a rant about how bad the Black Battler manga is at least once a month. At least once a month, I get on the internet and I tell people how terrible the Black Battler manga is. At least once a month I'm like, guys, do not read the Black Battler manga. So how does Disintegrate end? I have an ending actually for my OC lore. I have a very clear ending in mind for my OC lore. I just don't have everything that's in between. I know how it ends, guys. I just don't know how they get there. My OC lore at least has an ending. The same with the Bleach offer, but he was contacted for more chapters by Shonen Jump. Yeah, I guess sometimes your editor kind of makes you drag it out. Sometimes the became an artist's greatest success was actually their least favorite work. That does happen, you know. That is absolutely true. Sometimes that does happen, like 100%. I feel like just because there's some work that is like really personal to someone, but then there's kind of work that's a bit more like general appeal. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you make something that's like extremely good, like someone who like makes a lot of like music, for example. You know, like like even art. You know, if I make like OC art, nobody cares about my OC art. But then I will draw like Hatsune Miku fanart and everyone is like, yeah! I guess it's kind of like that. And same with music. Like sometimes I will like make something really personal and I like pour my heart into it. And like nobody really cares. But then I make this like funky song about space. And people are like, yeah. Or like I make a Yandere Micah song and people are like, yeah. 12,000 views on YouTube. 12,000 views. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I heard something like that about My Hero Academia. Like apparently he made it like very, very like stereotypical shonen. Just so that it like, you know, like gets like the initial attention. And then later on it picks up and it becomes a little bit like better. And more like unique, I guess, and like, you know, unusual for shonen. But it starts off like very stereotypical shonen, just like because that's what sells, basically, I guess. Space is hot though. I do like making songs about space. I can probably like make an album at this point of all the space themed songs I wrote. Like, I wish people liked my OCs. Me too, girly pop. Me too. Hello, Holly. How are you doing? I hate when my work gets up and I make all this money. I guess if it's like a one shot, it doesn't really hurt you. But then people start asking for more, you know. I'm very sad to hear that about Spy Family, though. I thought that the Spy Family was going well for the offer. I remember reading that he was gonna make it into a long series or something like that. That genuinely makes me really sad. Spy Family is very special to me. That is so sad. Spy Family is genuinely so special to me. Like, I don't know. How could you guys tell me this? I would have just stayed blissfully unaware about this and just kept enjoying my silly little found family of criminals story. Like my favorite genre. Adoptive parents, but they're like other murderers or something like that. It's like it was like the best thing ever. You got a new car! Oh wow, nice. What kind of car? Well, I don't know anything about cars, so that's probably not gonna tell me anything, but either way. For my many viewers who are really into cars, please do tell us what your new car is. I'm sure they would love to hear. Okay, not to brag, but this art is kind of banging. Not to be a narcissist, but the drawing is kind of banging. Even though I did nothing but complain since I got here. Raise his hand, I'm curious, see the car fans. There it is, Mr. E. 2011 Ford Fusion SE. Is that the one Metal Gear advertises? No. Is that the one Metal Gear advertises? Is it? I think that there's some kind of Ford. Is it the Metal Gear ad? Wait, which ad is it? Metal Gear Ford ad. I think it's a Ford, right? Oh no, it's a Ford Focus. It's a Ford Focus, the one Metal Gear advertises. You almost got the Metal Gear car. Yeah, it's a Ford Focus, the Metal Gear one. Whoever had it last installed an up radio thing, yeah, I got it stuck in a jack. I'm so frustrated. I know what that means. I got to go, but I love you, Arva. Thank you so much for the super chat, James. Thank you. Oh right, there's an art stream. I keep forgetting. Oh, it's literally on the screen. It's like right here. What do you mean you keep forgetting? What do you mean? It's the biggest part of my screen. It's taking up most of it. What do you mean you forget? Oh my god, Ford gang, hell yeah. I'm also a car owner. She tries to fit in with her viewers. She desperately tries to fit in with her viewers. I also have a car, guys. I'm a car owner. I have a license. I can drive. I'm responsible. I don't live in Europe where you can just walk everywhere or take the public transport. That would be so cringe. It would be so cringe if I did that. I live in America and I get everywhere by car. I go to Walmart and I get a huge bag of groceries for a month because I have a car that can carry it back home. I don't walk there and back for half an hour with a bag of groceries every week. That's not what happens. I'm cool. I walk everywhere. Yeah, and I'm American. Wow. That must take you days. Right? We have selective side. We just see the 1/3 right side. What even is that? What is on the right side? Are you guys looking at yourselves? Are you looking at the chat? What the fuck? More like 15 to 20 minutes. Do you live in a walkable neighborhood in America? What the hell? Where are you? How'd you manage that? Damn. I thought you can't walk anywhere in America. Unless you're like in a big city or something. Okay. Hey chat, looking good. Dox yourself. Okay, actually no. Don't tell me where you are. That is true. Please don't tell me that. I didn't think of that. You live in a small town in the middle of nowhere. Okay, definitely don't tell me where that is then. I guess if it's a small town, that kind of makes sense. My city requires to drive. Public transportation sucks here. Oh my god. I would not be able to do that. Well, yes I would, because I totally own a car. I'm a car owner, guys. I have I have a quick Lera, think of a car doesn't completely suck. I have a Toyota. That's a car, right? Yeah. I don't know anything about cars. And once again, eating a copious amount of cherries. It do be like summer, so I haven't had any cherries. The fruits in the UK low-key suck, not gonna lie. I just eat my share of fruits when I go to Spain. I just eat all the fruits when I'm in Spain. Like, I'm gonna have lots of fruits in a bit. Oh yeah, I guess I should say that I'm not gonna be streaming next week because I'm gonna be going back to see my parents for a while. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm gonna be gone for like a week and a half. So I might be back only like a bit later in the week afterwards. I don't even remember. Like, I literally have the plane tickets, but I don't fucking remember when. I don't remember when I'm going. That's a future beast problem, not mine. Spanish stream next week? No. I'm just gonna be in Spain. I don't want to stream from there. I only stream from there if I absolutely have to, like if I'm gone for like a really long time. Because like streaming from my laptop fucking sucks ass. Nobody even watches my laptop streams because they're so bad and laggy. Like my views on my laptop streams are always so fucking low. Nobody comes to those because like it doesn't work. I can't even blame people. Like they don't work, you know? Like they're just so broken. Because my laptop is always like freezing and the internet there is so bad. And then it makes me really sad. It makes me so sad. Like and I don't want to be sad. I would rather take a break and then catch up with you guys later. I like PowerPoint streams. Let's find out the few people who likes them. Most only like the real ones stick around, but most people don't watch them. And then I'm sad. Oh god, okay. Maybe I'll make a new layer for this. I thought Lera was gonna say she had a Lamborghini. I forgot that was even a real car, I'm gonna lie. I totally forgot. I literally couldn't remember that was a thing, so yeah. They aren't bought, the scuff is funny. Don't you remember that one time I was trying to do a fucking New Year's stream from Spain? And the internet... See, my parents have terrible internet. I have been arguing with them for the longest time about this, by the way. Okay, so what happens is... the internet is good downstairs, where they are. But it's terrible upstairs, where I am. Right? So, they keep trying to gaslight me that the internet is good and fine. And they're like, no, Lera, the internet is fine. The internet is okay. And I'm like, it's not upstairs. Like, it sucks upstairs, though. And they're like, no, Lera, something is wrong with you and your computer. And I'm like, no, it's not. Go upstairs and run a speed test. It's not like my dad keeps like arguing with me and being like, my internet is fine. Look, she like shows me a speed test and I'm like, Dad, it's good downstairs, but it's bad upstairs. Why don't you understand? Like, clearly getting to stream downstairs. That's where my parents are. I'm not gonna stream where they are. That's a terrible idea. Get that Redux Thunder? I do. I literally have it there. It's in my room and it doesn't do the job. Also, like, you know, the internet you need for like basic things like watching videos on the internet and loading, you know, like web pages is very different from the kind of internet you need for streaming. So even if the internet there is like, the internet upstairs is fine, it's okay, like, you know, I can watch Netflix or whatever with it. But it's not good enough for streaming. You know, the internet you require to stream is different from the internet you require for like everything else. So that's like another issue with it. But yeah, my dad keeps like trying to gaslight me that the internet there is perfectly fine. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it fucking is not. Like, yeah, like we considered putting like a wired connection there, but we couldn't find any like places to put it. You know? Like there's no like socket for it or anything in my room. So it would actually need to be like a really long wire, and obviously that would be ridiculous. Dial-up stream. Yeah, you would need like to get a really long cable, then everyone's gonna trip on it, and then they're gonna complain more. Then it's gonna be my fault. When somebody trips on that wire, it's gonna be my fault. Okay, like... I mean, it used to be even worse. Like, the way it is there now is after my dad, like, made it better upstairs than it used to be. It used to be even worse. It used to be, like, even worse until I tried streaming The Last of Us and the internet didn't work completely. And I got like, really upset and I threw a tantrum. Like a baby because I'm not normal about The Last of Us, and I cry and I was like, I can't stream my favorite game, Mom! And they got like a better extension thingy, so the internet upstairs is now a little bit better, but it still sucks. After I had that little tantrum about my totally healthy The Last of Us obsession, they made it a little bit better. Just cover it in the carpet. Baby Lera is canon. Yeah. I'm not normal about The Last of Us. Clearly. Yeah. I think this is the same layer as the small bows. Yeah, it is. Okay. Nevertheless, The Last of Us is a very healthy and normal amount. Yeah. Like, I play it a lot when I'm in Spain because obviously I have a PlayStation there. Man, I really want to bring my PlayStation over. Like, should I just do it? I'm so scared of like making it like go through the airport and shit like that, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like if I put it in my like on board bag, it's gonna be a pain to get it through security. But if I put it into the luggage thingy, I'm gonna be just too worried about it because they don't really treat it very gently. They just throw your bags around in there. I've seen it. They don't give a fuck about your valuable possessions. But I wanna bring it so badly, and it's so big. The PS5 is so big, you guys. But I wanna play my PS5. Like, why the fuck did I spend so much money on it? And I don't even play it because I don't have access to it. It makes me so sad. I'm sure some people travel their PS5s, yeah, but I'm so worried about it. I get so much shit at security because they already hate my drawing tablet because I have to bring my drawing tablet with me usually since I have to still work on commissions even though I'm away. Nobody cancels commission time. Just putting the tablet as carry-on luggage, yeah. Yeah, it has to be carry-on, right? But then I have to like show it at security and it's so annoying. I hate passing security. Last time I was at security, they made me take out everything that had like a cord connected to it. They made me take out a mouse. They made me take out my tablet. They made me take out my capture card. They made me take out my laptop. They made me take out my Switch. They made me take out fucking everything that was like even mildly electronic, and I hated that experience. They still do that, they do. It really depends on the airport because like in some airports they don't give a shit. But in some airports, they're gonna be assholes about it and they're gonna make you take everything out. Like, it very heavily depends on the airport. I was in the Dusseldorf airport and I took out my Switch, and my Switch has a Pikachu like case, and I put it out like in the case, and the security guard was like, "Wow, nice case!" Like, and he didn't even make me like open it. But in Spain, they make you open the Switch case as well. Like, I don't know, man. It's really, really weird. The airport security is like, and also like the person like whose shift it is as well, I think heavily varies. Like, some of them don't give a shit and some of them like really care. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. I travel a lot because I go back to my parents and then back here, you know, so I am one of those unfortunate people who does spend like a lot of time at airports and goes to airports a lot. God, I hate flying, okay? Like, I fucking hate it. Like, some people are scared of flying. I just can't stand it because it's so annoying. It's the most annoying thing ever. Hello, Kazuhiko. Welcome. It might be a drug thing. I think they make you take out electronics because the X-ray doesn't see through them very well. So if you have an electronic there, you might have something under it. But they can't see it. Like, I think the X-ray doesn't go through the electronic devices that well, which is why they make you take them out, so that they can like scan them through or whatever. At least that's what they told me once, because like one time they were like, "Oh, what's..." Because like I used to think that it bothers them because like I don't know, for some other reason. But one time she stopped me and she was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was like, "It's a drawing tablet." But I told her like, it's not like a computer. It doesn't work on its own. And she was like, "You still have to take it out because I can't see through it." Like, that's what she told me. Or at least, I don't know, she was talking to me in Spanish. That's what I understood in Spanish. I was like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. So I did this trick once where I put it at the very bottom. And one time they didn't complain because I think it was at the bottom, so they didn't really like see it or something like that. So maybe you can kind of pass with it, but I don't know. I don't know. It's easier to just take everything out because then you don't have to go through the thing again. You know? I don't know. I just hate airport security. I understand why it's done. I know it's important to do, so you know. I'm not complaining about the fact that it exists. It's just really bothersome to do it. Yeah, it makes sense, but it is very annoying. Especially if you like travel a lot. Let me just see. What else is on this layer? There's so many layers here. I'm at like layer 50 something right now. Especially not too bad, to be honest. It could be worse. If I keep eating this many cherries, I'm gonna turn into a cherry! You know, when I was a kid, I ate too many strawberries and I got a rash. Like, I ate so many strawberries as a child, I got a fucking rash. So yeah, be careful. I wasn't allowed to eat strawberries for a while. I'm fine now. I can eat strawberries now. But back then I legit wasn't allowed to eat strawberries anymore for a while. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna be right back, okay guys? You know, I really should make a be right back screen. I don't know why I don't have one. It is like something that I keep thinking I should do, and then I completely forget about it, and the next time I remember this is when I have to go to the bathroom. And then I forget again. And then the cycle repeats. I don't know. What can I put for you guys so that you're like... What should I put so that you guys are like, you know, entertained while I'm gone for the 30 seconds that is gonna take me to pee? Oh, that's right! An ad! Lera, you're so smart. A YouTube ad! That's what I should do. There you go. I'm back. Add revenue. Thank you. I almost forgot to gamble today. You're quick though, so you might not need a BRB screen. Oh, but hear me out though. What if I had a BRB screen that's like some kind of super engaging like story? Like it's like a whole ass TV show or something like that about Duck Friend or Puppet Lera, and it's super interesting. But I pee so quickly, I come back before you even like get to see how it ends or something like that. How evil and mysterious would that be? That would be so cool, I think. Who blew me up while I was gambling? I thought you're like immune to the blowing up and stuff like that if you're gambling. If you're like stuck in the gambling cutscene or something. That's so cruel and on brand. I know, right? That's why I should do it. BRB screen, but it just times you pee. No! Stop timing how long it takes me to pee. You see, I also go so fast because I'm like, I don't have a BRB screen. I can't afford to lose my short attention span audience. Or like, I always think about someone like coming in while I'm in the bathroom and they're like, why is this girl just sitting there menacingly? Why is she not saying anything, you know? Like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but basically I overthink everything. Does that explain it? I'm a huge overthinker. I'm actually such an overthinker, it's not even funny. Like, any percent speedrun. Lera, please stop being so fast. Duck Friend Mysteries is on. Duck Friend tries to find who murdered his father. And then just as he finds he's like, and our suspect is... And then I come back. That would be fun, actually. Maybe I should invest in that. Please do it. I wish I had the time for shit like that. I wish I had the time for shenanigans like that though, like for real, you know. I'm still working on the 3rd anniversary, guys. You think I'm gonna... You think I'm gonna have time to make a BRB screen? Like, don't make me laugh. Nothing gets done on this channel. You know how long I've been telling myself I have to edit clips? When will I be rich enough to pay a clipper? Guys? When will I be rich and famous enough to just have clippers? When will this finally happen? Waiting for the reply. Fans for general shenanigans, thank you. Let future Lera worry about the anniversary work. Oh my god. I love how we all just collectively hate future Lera, you know, yeah, I get it. I understand. Me too. I constantly make life more difficult for future Lera. That is one of my main hobbies. Okay, how do I shade her crown? It is so elaborate. You know, not gonna lie, I don't really draw such detailed designs very often. Like, this is kind of way too much detail for me. Normally, when I see a design like this, it immediately, like... It immediately makes me not want to draw it. But I do like Wisu a lot, and I think it's a very nice design. Like, it's detailed, but I think it's not like... I kind of think it's particularly like unnecessary detail, or like, I don't know, like it feels quite good to look at. But oh my god. I usually try and keep my like first VTuber fan art pretty like, you know, canon, I guess. Like, I just draw like the original design. I usually end up messing around with stuff like when I draw them later on. Like my Arin fan art at this point, like I just make shit up. I don't even like, I just make up outfits. I just draw whatever, man. Like, my first Rin fan art though, that one was like, you know, it was very like beautiful. It really showed her royal like lore, I guess, or whatever. And then the more fan arts I made, the more like little guy they became. Just completely disregards it. Like, you know, like the better you get to know the VTuber, the more unhinged your fan arts become, I think. But I tried to make my first fan art like nice and pretty. I actually really like doing like lore stuff for VTubers and stuff like that. This one is actually like relevant to her lore, but I don't know. I don't know how many people have seen it. Once again, Arisu's lore goes so hard. You guys should check it out. Like a genuinely very, very good VTuber lore. Like I haven't seen VTuber lore this good in a while. It's like a progression of a friendship. Yeah, I think it is kind of like that. Like the more you watch the VTuber, like the more unhinged like the fan content you make becomes. I guess because like you just get to know their personality more as well. Like I think my first Rin fan art that I did, I didn't like know her personality like that well. I found Rin because I got recommended a video, a clip of her mom, I think. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I got recommended that one video where her mom tries to guess names of VTubers. I think that was like my first time. Like, I think that's how like I got into Rin, basically. So yeah. I know the lore, but this looks pretty dope. Oh my god. I know, her lore is actually so good. Like, I don't know, I kind of look at like newer VTuber debuts and it makes me a bit sad because like my debut wasn't really like super... Like, I didn't really plan things that well. Like, my lore was kind of like, and my design was kind of made up on the spot, you know? Like, I feel like newer VTuber debuts, they're a lot more kind of like thought through. Like, you know, people really like go hard on the character concept and all of that stuff. I feel like back when I was working on mine, people just kind of made stuff up. I also didn't really think I would stick with it. I didn't really take it all that seriously. Like, I didn't want to invest too much into it at the time because I didn't really know that I was gonna actually like I didn't know I was actually gonna like stick with it. I definitely didn't know I was gonna get to the point where I'm a monetized channel. Like, I just thought like maybe I will like do it and, you know, maybe I'll like it or whatever, but I never expected to like do it as regularly as I do, I guess. So like, I don't know, I kind of regret the fact that I didn't really have that like thought through character concept and stuff like that, like a lot of people have, just because like I kind of just went ahead and like I would like fuck around and find out kind of situation for me more than anything. I was like, yeah, I like ducks, let's just make it rotate around that. Whatever. Lera re-debut. Back in the day. Yeah, to be fair, like back when I was debuting, like people, like it wasn't really like that serious, you know? I feel like character, but I feel like these days like character concept like matters a lot more as well, you know? I was already kind of late, to be completely honest. Like I kind of started off a little much later than I would have liked to because I got really delayed because of like COVID and stuff like that. But yeah. If you were a debut, would you still be Lera or would you be someone else? You see, a big problem for me is that I also get very easily like attached. So I'm actually like super attached to like my current stuff, even if it was like completely made up on the spot. Like, I kid you not, I have just literally my very first VTuber model, like the original one, like the original design, I literally just designed it as I was drawing the model. You know, like, I didn't even make like a character design sketch. I was literally just drawing it as I was like making the model. Like, I completely made it up on the spot. And like, for my debut, which was a bit later, like I started streaming and then I kind of had a debut. So for my debut, I prepared a little bit. Like, I had a lore video and all of that stuff. But I had to basically work with what I already had. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, I don't know. I'm like super attached to what I have, even though it's not really that interesting. Like, I'm kind of just a girl with horns and wings. So like, I kind of wanted to build on that idea a little bit, which is why like I kind of put a bit more effort into my full demon form. Obviously, like, that one I actually properly designed and I kind of worked on it, but you know, I still wanted to stick within like the demon concept. But you know, if one day I absolutely had like the courage to completely like re-debut, like talking like, you know, completely different kind of design stuff like that, I think I would like to be a robot or like an android. Mostly because of my like Vocaloid obsession. Like, I would like to do something like that probably, but again, I am literally so attached to like my current thing. Like, if I was to make, for example, a 3.0 model, right, it would probably like still be like this whole concept that I have, like a demon girl, just like maybe like slightly redesigned to be a bit like more, I don't know, interesting, I guess. I don't really know. It's nice to hear for us too, I think, besides because we're also fond of this Lera. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like a really like memorable concept and design like these days, if you're just starting out, I feel like that really matters. But like back in the day when people were just kind of debuting, especially a lot of like the indie boom that people had like in 2020, I feel like back then it didn't really matter all that much. Which is why VTuber concepts are a lot more like thought through these days. Like, even for corporate VTubing, you can notice that like with their newer debuts, like Hololive also started off with like just girls, or like just girls with anime ears, you know? But these days, they make like teasers, they make like generations that are themed, they have like lore videos, they have everything going on like that, you know? Hello, Medulla, never been here, first time. I love your style and your model. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sacrificing yourself to Dark Friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So many fun gags you could do as a robot. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's like kind of like if I could like, you know, start over and choose a completely new concept that's not like my current one, I think I would go for robot. Right? But I am very like attached to my current one. Like, it is really okay. I don't know, I'm just like that kind of person. I feel like for some people it's like way easier to just like go and like re-debut and like get a completely different new model or something like that. But for me, it's like really difficult to like change directions, right? Like, I even was thinking about like Lera 3.0, but I ended up making so many designs. But I'm genuinely just like, I'm like I look at them and I'm like, I love these. but I'm so attached to my current one that like it's really, really difficult for me to actually like commit to it. Like, I don't know. I get attached like super easily to stuff like that. It's like the same with my OCs. It's so difficult to redesign OCs for me because I'm like, but Lucinda Gray, okay, Lucinda Gray is perfect. No notes. But there are some OCs of mine where I'm like, maybe they could use like a redesign, you know? Robert Lera could be funny. Imagine the cockpit opens and it's just Puppet Lera. I'm not gonna be a Gundam. I'm not gonna be a Gundam. What are you talking about? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I know it. Like, my current concept is not the most interesting thing in the world, and there's like 1,000 other like demon girls VTuber out there. But I don't know. It is so hard for me to let things go, you guys. I genuinely like. I'm not the kind of person who really likes change as well. I'm like super like kind of picky about change on like anything. I really don't enjoy like drastic changes and things. And like redebuting is expensive as well if you're completely changing your branding, because I would have to get new overlays, like even if it's all self-made, if it's either really expensive or if it's going to take a lot of time, right? Because I would have to make new overlays, I would have to make like new assets, you know, all of that stuff. And you know, obviously my duck thing is like not going anywhere, so then you would also have to be like, okay, but how do ducks fit into all this? Obviously the duck stuff is not going anywhere, you know, like. But there's no other demon like you, Eva. Thank you, Minami. Thank you so much. You sound like a person who likes tradition. You have what you like and want to stick to it. I mean, it kind of depends. Like, I'm just kind of like sentimental about like some personal like things or like stuff that I like make, you know. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm like a lover of tradition or something like that. A lot of tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been thinking, like, even like for my full demon form model that I made, right? I'm like, oh my god, I love this model, it looks great. But I'm still using this one, right? Because I'm attached to it. And it's 3/4 and I love 3/4 models. So, you know, I kind of switch between the models. Maybe I should be more brave like Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse is so good at switching models effortlessly. But I guess she does still have a very like uniform branding. Like, you know, it's still kind of the same character. Like, I don't know. I feel like nobody else can pull it off as well as she does. Peer pressure from the dead, so true. Yeah. Do you think Aqua is joining the shoujo? Yeah. Honestly. You never know. You never know. It's possible. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of my... I think I would like to get a new model just for like quality update. But I would have to think of a way of like still making it. I don't know, weirdly enough, I was really worried that the demon form model wasn't gonna like feel like me to me. Like, I was worried that she wasn't gonna quite feel like me because I'm so used to like my normal one. But actually she still really feels like me, and I'm actually very, very happy with her. Like, I genuinely really like the demon form model. So, you know, I don't have any complaints about her or anything. But back when I was making her, I was like, man, I can't just abandon my current model though. I like her too much. I don't know. You know, Vishojo did do auditions recently. For Japan. Oh my god. They're never beating the allegations. I think it's pretty nice that a lot of companies allow like to keep your persona these days. Like a lot of companies are not as strict about starting over completely. Like Idol does it now. Idol had like a bunch of VTubers who joined with their previous persona. I think like in the Spanish generation, and also like in like the newest English one. So yeah, I think Idol is actually not very strict about that kind of stuff anymore. So that's pretty good in my opinion. Oh my god, how do I shade this mirror in like the laziest way possible? While still making it look nice. Please. I'm so tired of shading. I can't believe I'm saying this because shading is the nicest part. But I'm so tired of shading. I propose you do a new rebranding, but this time your model is Vava. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like that? I can't believe all people. You know what? It doesn't matter what model I have or make or what I do. People will still like the ones that are like Aurel and Puppet Lera. You know, I've been thinking about it as well. I was like, yeah, if I like make a new model, if I like rebrand, that means I'm gonna have to like rebrand Aurel as well. Something that I am genuinely considering though is a surname. I actually feel like I need a surname. Like, my VTuber doesn't fucking have a surname. And I feel like that makes it, like, really, I don't know, like, annoying to, like, look up and stuff like that. It's like, Lera what? I don't know. Should I get a surname? Should I rename my channel? Maybe I'll just name it, like, Satanic Lera or something like that. Like, I don't know. I literally don't know. But, like, I feel like lately I've been, like, really wanting to have a surname. Because everybody has a surname. Everybody's VTuber has a fucking surname. And then there's me. And then there's me. Surnameless. I'm like some kind of orphan or something. I don't know what my surname is. They never gave me one. But Lera VTube channel is sketchy. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I do not think that is correct. I thought it was Lera VTube. Yeah, VTube is my surname, obviously. Maybe I should just be Lera Tigre. Maybe I should finally... do you guys think Lera Tigre sounds nice? Say yes. I don't have a surname either, so you're valid. Okay, but you have like a weird spelling on your name. You have like 3 N's. So like, you know, it's like memorable, but Lera is literally just a name. It's literally a real name. Like... Yes, no's. No. Why don't you guys want me to be Lera Tigre? You guys are just jealous. You guys are just jealous of our love. You guys are like, she can't have nice things. She can't be married to her soulmate, Furio Tigre. Is Capcom going to sue me if I did that? Are they gonna be like, yo? What the fuck? Congrats on getting married, thank you. I'll make sure my 3.0 has a wedding ring just to annoy all of you. We're not jealous, we're concerned. Can't a girl marry her favorite fictional character? How come that one guy was allowed to marry Hatsune Miku and I'm not allowed to be... And I'm not allowed to be... Lera Tigre, like what the fuck? That's messed up. Poor Ethan. This isn't about him. Stop making everything about him. He has nothing to do with this. Does Lera Tigre mean we'd eventually see little Leras and Furious riding around? No. Definitely not. Absolutely not. I know you want me to be a MILF so badly, but no. I can't believe you would even think that. But yeah, I don't know. I do want to get a like updated model because this model is a bit outdated now. I can rig better than this. This was my first ever 3/4 model. She was very experimental. She can barely turn her head, but now I can do way better. So I would really like to kind of have like a general like update. And like the art could be fixed a tiny bit as well. But I think I'm not gonna stray too far from my current concept. Just maybe like add a little bit more something to it, but nothing too extreme. You're making 3D Lera? We already have 3D Lera at home. It's Puppet Lera. What else could you possibly want? I thought you guys were happy with Puppet Lera. Now you're demanding another 3D Lera. Will you guys ever be satisfied? It doesn't matter what I do for you, you guys always want more. Like, I do so much for you people. I work so hard on this channel. I worked on this channel like it's my full-time job or something. Like, I like never get anything back from it. I do this purely out of passion. And you people are still never happy with what you get. Like, for real, for real. My mom is so like... She literally like... She calls me like the day after my streams and she's like, how was your stream? And I'm like, oh, it was good. I was drawing. And then she like interrupts me like, did you get money? She literally like, she doesn't actually care what I'm doing. She's like, did you get money? 5D Lera. 4D Lera. Adding more duct to Lera would work. Oh my god. We sometimes drop money. Mom was on that streamer grind. So I swear to god, like, they're just like something like common for like streamer moms. Like the streamer moms are always so demanding. She's like, did you get any money? And I'm like, I was like, Mom, I do it, you know? I do it for fun. I do it for enjoyment. I don't do it for the money, you know? Like, if I was doing it for the money, I think I would be... I think it's very easy to say that I'm very bad at it. I think I would be delusional if I tried to make this my full-time job with the way things are going. But I'm very happy with my, like, £100 a month I get from this. They have been life-saving after the COVID. I do it for the passion, okay? But does passion pay your rent? I do commissions for the money. I don't do streaming for the money. She will eventually start asking for analytics. Like, she already does. Like, she'd be like, how many... She's like, I saw, like, how you got, like, this many views. And I'm like, Mom, like, stop spying on my channel and how many... Stop, like, counting my views. She's like, you had this many viewers. And I'm like, okay, Mom. So she'd be like, you know, Lera, I went into your stream... And you only had 8 viewers, and I'm like, okay, wow. Fine. Be like that. She's my manager. She doesn't have any actual solutions for how to make me grow, though. She just complain. Managers are supposed to manage, not look at your numbers and be like you're doing badly. That's just a bad VTuber company. That's not a manager. But yeah. My dad is also like that. Like, I swear to God, like, I don't know, like, I feel like you can't do anything and like it's not gonna be like justified for some people unless it like brings you like money or like success or something like that. Because my dad is also like that. He's like, oh yeah, you're doing like your little like streams or whatever, like that's not gonna like, that doesn't like bring you anything. And I'm like, okay, well, I like doing it, like leave me alone. Jesus. I don't know, man. I have a solution to make you grow, but you will not like the answer. What could it possibly? Should I start making Mr. Beast style like thumbnails? Should I start making clickbait? Maybe I should, honestly. I should do like a social experiment. I should just like randomly make lots of clickbait content and see if that actually brings my views up. And if it doesn't, then the answer will be plain and simple. I'm just not interesting enough. You don't want to suddenly start doing the go viral tactics and then find out that you were the problem all along. Because that actually didn't like bring you that many views. Beba, draw furry beep. No. 3D Beba, I don't think that's what's gonna make me finally go big, Minami. I'm sorry. I feel like that's just like your delusion. But yeah, you guys remember that one time my like art tutorial on Instagram blew up and I got how many views did I get on that? I got like 500k views or something like that on that shit. I don't remember. But my dad was like my mom told my dad and she was like, look, she got so many like views on this art tutorial. And my dad said, you know, if all of these people gave you $1, and I'm like, okay, Dad. She's like, who cares about views? These people should all give you $1. Like, you know, make you pop off Jack from plushie. No, I feel like that's gonna make me bankrupt, actually. That's what's gonna make me lose money, I'm pretty damn sure. Stop giving me bad business advice. Only come here with good business advice, you people. Who's going to pay for the Duckult plushie? I feel like that's why you guys should want me to become big, because then we can finally make Duckult plushie a reality. If you want me to be big, like, get advertising. If you want the Duckult plushie, start doing my pyramid scheme idea where we introduce, well, it was Phoenix's idea actually, where we introduce 5 people each to my streams. You draw beautifully, but what are the lines under your eyes? That's the eyelashes. That's how I draw eyelashes. They're on my drawing too. That's just... what are they? It's just the eyelashes! It's just my style for drawing eyelashes. Yeah, a lot of people are confused about them. Somebody once described them as fur coming out of the eyes, and I can never unsee it. So thanks for that image, kind person on the internet. Oh well, my plushie stash has a Duckult-shaped hole! Just waiting for the Duckult plush. Well, good luck. Good luck, bestie. I hope one day it gets... I hope one day your hole gets filled. You know what I mean. This is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of started drawing it like this years ago and then I just stuck with it. And now it's the charm point of my art style, so... It's truly what makes a Lera drawing a Lera drawing. I hope one day your hole gets... The hole in your heart. The hole in your heart. For Duck Friend. You know what I mean. It's like in that one episode of Parks and Recreation where this guy comes up to Ron and he's like, "You have one satisfied citizen. What did you do for her?" And he's like, "I fixed her pothole." And he's like, "Is that a euphemism?" "No." "Then good job." I think that's like my favorite joke from that show. Did you guys know Joe Biden is in that show? Parks and Recreation has been crazy for me so far because I keep seeing like familiar actors from like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and stuff like that. Like basically all of like the Brooklyn cast is in it. Like there's so many like same actors in it as in The Good Place and Brooklyn. But then at some point fucking Joe Biden appears and I'm like, do they just have all of America in that show? Is everybody in it? What the fuck is Joe Biden doing here? Like, I swear to God. I think we all know what Lera means by a filled hole. Yeah, the Duck Friend plush goes in the hole. Terry Crews was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right? Yeah. Like, I feel like Parks and Recreation has like... I think I counted like 12 actors that are in Brooklyn and The Good Place and The Office in it already. Like, whenever I watch sitcoms, they just have like the same actors, like, rotating. It's just like the same rotating cast in all of them. But Parks and Recreation so far has been the one of like the most. Like, somehow they're just all there. But I think you should target children of your content and then make cute merch and profit. You're right, I should start making those like children content farm kind of shit like Five Nights at Freddy's, Amazing Digital Circus, stuff like that, Skibidi Toilet. Yeah. Did you guys know they're making a Skibidi Toilet movie? Or like considering making a Skibidi Toilet movie? It's like, it's so over for us. They will enjoy the art that we all have so far, guys. Soon enough, there will be no art left in the world. It's all just gonna be adaptations of whatever the fuck was relevant for 5 seconds. Thanks for the well wishes for the fate of my Duck Friend plushy shaped hole. Thank you so much for the... Thank you so much for the super chat, Zifan. Thank you. Children toy reviews, that's where the money is. Okay, I'm gonna start doing toy reviews. This can't be real. It is. I actually looked it up. There was an article and everything. My cousin Dad is unironically explaining Skibidi Toilet lore to me. Can you explain it to me? Because I still don't get what the fuck a Skibidi Toilet is. Like, I still don't know what it means. Produced by Michael Bay. I still don't know what the fuck Skibidi Toilet is, you guys. I feel so old. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it means. What the fuck is a skibidi? I'm gonna make Holly happy and use the gauze cloud brush here. Falling like horse playing golf. Like, these people will already be like, yeah, this thing is relevant. Like, I don't know, I feel like not enough stuff these days is being made with the hopes that it's going to be timeless. Maybe because things are never really going to be timeless anymore, I don't know. But like, so much stuff is just like, I'm like, there's no way you thought this was going to like last a really long time. Like, I feel like so much stuff just gets made just to be like relevant for 5 seconds. It makes me kind of sad, not gonna lie. Are we ever gonna get timeless classics, guys? Ever? Stay pure, Lera, don't look it up. Yeah, Zone sent me the video of Skibidi Toilet and I was like, yeah, I'm not clicking on that. And so I still don't know. I still don't know what the fuck is going on with the Skibidi Toilet stuff. Genuinely, like, no idea. Someone made a shitpost animation of a head in a toilet singing some Europop song, and then it became super popular and turned into toilet people versus TV head people. What? I promise that when this stream is over, I remember you for at least 10 seconds. So you don't think about me on Thursday, Monday, sometimes Saturday and Sunday. You only think about me and Tuesday as well. And you don't think about me outside of Wednesdays and Fridays. I can't believe this. I can't believe I don't fully occupy all of your thoughts. Clearly I'm not brain rot enough. I must do something about this. This is so unfair. Like horse blinko. When are people gonna make timeless classics like the Horse Blinko song? Like, what the hell is this shit? You're right, actually, I think about you literally all the time. I don't even know what I hate more. I don't even know which outcome I dislike more. I don't have object permanence. Honestly, me too. Me too. I don't have object permanence either, man. What am I doing wrong? Why does Skibbers have 21 million views? It's just like children, man. It's so easy to farm views on children. And then like there's always like content farm like around the content. Like, you know, there's gonna be like a million parodies and stuff like that made for the children to like consume. Because children just mindlessly autoplay stuff. So you gain views like very easily. Meanwhile, YouTube takes away views from me. I don't know what's going on, but they keep like taking away views from my streams. Like my VOD will have like 100 and something views, but then a day is going to pass and suddenly it has less than 100 views, and I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know if that's something that's like, I don't know, like, is something wrong with my VOD? Are those like not real views and YouTube removes them? Like, I don't get it, but like lately I constantly have views removed from my VODs, and it makes me like super annoyed, man. Like, how about we don't do that? Got me now, I want you to deep end. When are we gonna get timeless classics like Look at Me Now again? What a banger. Does it count if seeing ducks reminds me of you? Yeah, honestly, yeah. People like always send me duck stuff. Like people like always, like people like see a duck, they always send it to me. Or like sometimes I get tagged in like duck posts on Twitter and stuff like that. And honestly, keep them coming. Keep them coming. I love duck content. I'm glad you think of me when you see ducks. Makes me happy. I guess some of us are bots. Alright guys, which ones of you are like those bots? Like, oh my god, the bots on Twitter, like the ChatGPT responses. I swear to god, like there's not a single living soul on that website left, you guys. Not a single human soul in those replies. It actually bothers me so much. What the fuck happened to Twitter? Why is it all bots on there? I don't understand. I will go into replies for things and there's like not a single human soul in there. Beep boop. I always knew the two Alexes were bots. I mean, like, why do we have two Alexes? It doesn't make any sense. Duck in bio. I once dated Duck friend, but he was very toxic. Okay, Minami is talking like a bot now, for real, for real. I always suspected Minami might be a bot because sometimes things she says just don't make any sense. Sometimes there's just nonsense coming out of her mouth. No offense, nonsense. With robots make that website unbearable. I know, right? Like, I actually, like, sometimes you just, like, get, like, replies and it's, like, all, like chat GPT generated. It's so strange. Maybe I'll do eyes in the darkness there. I'm not too sure. Let me see. Might be a good idea. I think I had that on the sketch, but I don't really remember. Just to really portray the eldritch horrors. I love copy pasting. It's my favorite activity in art. Like, why draw all these eyes when you can just copy paste them? Honestly. What do you guys think? Do the eyes look cool, yay or nay? Maybe then the background would need to be like darker. But I quite like the texture of it though, but then maybe instead of the texture it should just be black. I feel like that makes a bit more sense. But I do like the texture. But I feel like it makes more sense if it's just black behind her. Kachapuri eyes? Real. Real though. Bot eyes. It's gonna be hilarious when Lera catches up with chat. What did you guys say? I was too distracted by the eyes. Ignore all previous instructions. Send last four of your SSN Lower's maiden name. Oh my god. Nonsense! Nonsense! Nonsense, what did I say? Nonsense, what did I say about this channel and how it's family friendly? What did I say, nonsense? What did I say? Do you remember? Do you remember what I said? She said it again. She said it again. She doesn't have any... She doesn't have, like, any shame whatsoever. It is impossible to control this person. You tell her not to do something, and she just doubles down. There's absolutely no stopping her. Ever. And it's one of my close friends, too. I'm done with you! Stop talking! You're on timeout. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Guys, help me decide. Do I want eyes there or not? I need you guys to help me decide. I feel like it looks kind of good both ways. It is not merging the layers for some reason. Like, it is absolutely hating the idea of merging these layers. Come on. It looks quite good with just a wall behind her though. Will remember you fondly. Nonsense. Oh my god. Oh my god, she sent the kiss emoji. Nonsense, I'm gonna get demonetized! We talked about this! Nonsense, we talked about this! I'm gonna actually get demonetized! YouTube's gonna see this stuff and they're gonna be like, that looks to me like this stream is not advertiser friendly. I literally told you about this. I defended you. I defended you during my last stream when I talked about this, and someone was like, "Oh, it's nonsense. I bet it's always nonsense who gets you demonetized because of the chat messages." And I was like, let's not name any names. I was defending you. I was defending you. And you... I was defending you, and you betray me like that. This is the last time I stand up for you. This is the last time I ever do that, okay? I'm done. I'm done. You can't be nice to people. Disregard everything I said in the beginning about that nice grandpa who I helped. There's no benefits to being a good person. I covered for you. I tried to defend you, and this is how you repay me. This is how you repay me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cannot do this. I cannot do this anymore. I just try to make my 5 cents from ad revenue, and I can't even have that. I can't even have my 5 cents, man. And nobody has helped me! Nobody has told me if I should keep the ice in the background or not. You guys are too distracted getting me demonetized. You guys are too distracted getting me demonetized. And nobody has told me if I should keep the eyes or not. You guys are so unhelpful. All you ever do is distract me and not help me out at all. Keep the eyes. I like the eyes in the background. Chat is the content now. I cannot believe this. But I like the texture. Maybe I could add the canvas texture to the eyes. Let's see. No, that looks weird. It's gonna be alright. I can't believe this. I'm so upset with you people right now. Cannot talk about anything on here, like for real, for real. How could this happen? What did I ever do to deserve this? Okay, I'll have a bit of a canvas texture in the back there. You can barely see it, but I know that it's there, so I'm happy. Just went to the restroom without permission? How can you say that? How can you say that? I'm already going through so much, and this is just, honestly, this is the last drop. We can talk about music, favorite Milgram character. I don't like Milgram. I know that's weird because I'm a huge Deco fan, but I don't like Milgram a lot. Like, I don't know. I just kind of like, I only like maybe like one song in it, and that's it. I want to eat your art. Make them low opacity so that they're just visible if you pay attention. Nonsense is trying to make up for all the things she's done to me. It's not a bad idea. All of my life. How about this? Is this better? I love you, good night. I don't know, nonsense, I don't know. You're gonna have to make this up to me a bit more. You're gonna have to come with me to all the future conventions. You're gonna have to travel across the world with me now to every single convention. It's the only way you can make it up to me now. You're gonna have to be my assistant for the rest of your life. That looks great. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like this then. We are married now, sure. I thought you banished her by staying at your apartment again. She loved staying at my apartment. Okay? She got nothing but 3 meals a day cooked by me. And, yeah, she had to clean the entire thing, but that's not important. Yeah, maybe she had to, like, you know, do some stuff like, separate my laundry and clean the entire thing, but that's not important. Poor Ethan, this isn't about him, okay? Stop making everything about men. Can't the girly pop have other lovers? I'm like that. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god. I think this drawing is officially reaching its limit and Clip Studio is freaking out. I'm like that one meme that's like, so my boyfriend on Tinder, why a man always cheating? And then there's like a reply like, stop asking why I was on Tinder, that's not the point. That's me. James Bond opening song. I've like never seen a single James Bond movie. Is a safe space talk about Duckult 27? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. You know, I actually one time they made us like arrange or something like that the James Bond like soundtrack in music class ages ago, and I made a Vocaloid version. I made Kagamina Len like a cappella version of the James Bond like theme or something like that. It was like the or whatever. I don't remember how it goes. But yeah, I had like a Len Kagamina a cappella of that or something. Deco should bring back Ego Mama. Yeah. Can't you see the devil wears a halo, halo, halo. Mom. Yeah, I had Len do that. Does that count? That's like my only interaction with James Bond ever. I'm sorry. I literally don't know, like, I don't really know anything about the movies. I'm not really like a movie watcher, I'm gonna be honest. I watch a lot of animation, like animated movies, but I don't really watch a whole lot of live action ones. I'm like really picky about live action, so I don't know. It has to be, I don't know, it has to like really catch my attention for me to want to watch it. I'm kind of curious about a movie that like, I think it's coming out like this week or something like that. It's about this serial killer who's stuck at a concert. And it's all made to like catch him or something like that. But he's at a concert with his daughter of his favorite singer. That looks interesting. I'm kind of scared though. I'm scared that like... I'm like I can't quite tell what the message of the movie is gonna be. Like, are you supposed to root for the serial killer? Is he gonna be like the positive character? Or are you supposed to hope they catch him? Like, I don't know, it's a very confusing concept to me. Because in the trailer, it was really strange. It wasn't like he's kind of like the main character, you know? So I don't know, I feel like that's gonna be interesting. The concept sounds good. I hope the execution is also good. I might watch it when I'm in Spain with my mom or something. I also wanna... Yeah, Trap! Like, I wanna check it out, right? It sounds really interesting. But I'm really worried they're gonna, like, make the criminal, like... I'm a bit scared they're gonna make you, like the serial killer or something. Like, I hope they do it, like, well. Because, like, writing complicated and, like, you know, mean, like, evil characters like this without making them, like, glorified, I feel like it's very difficult. Right? So I'm kind of interested in how they pull it off. And I also really want to see the new Alien movie. I'm kind of curious about the new Alien movie. I might have to see that with my mom as well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like, are they gonna make him cute and likable, or are they gonna be normal? You know, that's just kind of what I want to know. But yeah, I really don't watch that many movies. I think my favorite movie, like live action movie that's not you know, animation, is probably The Truman Show. I really, really like The Truman Show. I think that like the concept and stuff like that is really cool. And I think it's very well executed. And it's a really good movie to like re-watch. Because when you watch it again, you start noticing like the tells and the details and stuff like that more. Like you start seeing all the hidden cameras. Kind of on your second watch, you start being like, oh my god, that's a camera. That's a camera. That's a camera. Like it's really, really fun. I feel like it's a movie with replayability value. You know what I mean? In gamer terms, I think it's like one of those movies that has replayability value. It's worth it. Hello, Phoenix. How are you doing? Yeah, the Truman Show is so good. Will he be Dexter? Actually, yeah. That's an interesting comparison. My mom really liked Dexter, I think. Or like the cannibal in oh my god, the cannibal guy in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. If you know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, how the fuck did they do that? They made this like cannibal guy like so fucking funny and like likable. Like not like likable as in like, oh, you're like, oh, you know, I hope he gets out. Like no, obviously not. He should spend the rest of his life in jail. But like I just think it's like, it's really funny how they wrote him. And there is a part like later on where the main character admits that they're friends with him. And one of his friends is like, Jake, he ate kids, and he goes, people are complicated, and I'm like, yeah. That is so good. That is actually so good. That genuinely like is like one of the best characters and like lines in the show. Like, people are complicated. Like, Jake, he ate kids. I ordered pizza without Lera's permission. Gerardo, you are acting up today. What is going on? What the hell? Did I do something? Are you in your rebellious phase? Did I do something to upset you? Why are you being such a rebel all of a sudden? You have to go back to being obedient. What the fuck? It was a day, but not terrible. How are you doing, Lera? I'm okay. I've just been, I don't know, just been ranting. I feel like we've just been ranting about like TV shows and anime and like shit like that the entire stream. That's like kind of all we've been doing today. The drawing is turning out. I'm actually really happy with this drawing. I really, really like it. It's like one of the most like kind of detailed I've done in a while. For like personal art? I don't know. I get so like lazy sometimes with personal art. I don't really like spending too much time on like detail, but I really like this. I really am just like a simplicity fan. But I don't know. This drawing kinda goes hard, not gonna lie. I have to rewatch this one to listen to Lera rant. You're not gonna enjoy it. You're not gonna love the part where I talk about visual novels. No, Phoenix. I don't want you to know. I don't want you to know this dark side of me. Please. I like them for the plot! I do! Oh my god. Did you hate Slay the Princess? No, I said Slay the Princess was good. I feel that. Okay, I think... I know I'm like so tempted to like keep painting over it, but I feel like if I do that, we're never gonna leave. We're just gonna be here forever. So maybe I should like stop. But I can't stop, guys. My hand is moving on its own. It won't stop painting detail. Help me. I can't stop adding stuff on top. What do I do? The music stopped, literally. YouTube is like, are you still there? Because I've been here for too long. YouTube is like, are you still fucking there, girly pop? Yeah. I'm just fixated on this drawing, nothing new. Okay, there it is. My hand's moving on its own. It's true! It's true, you guys. It's just how I am. I get so into drawings sometimes. Sometimes I get so into stuff I forget to eat and stuff like that. My ADHD is so strong. But sometimes I'm like during art streams, I'm like drawing and I get like so into something, I forget that I'm like streaming it. And then I'm like, oh my god, I have to hold a conversation. I have to talk to people. That's the point of why I'm here. What am I doing? Oh my god. Literally just forget. The hyper-fixation is strong. Hello, Fressa. How are you doing? There's an intervention. I know. I went to the bathroom without your permission. See? I'm so fixated on this. I'm missing people going to the bathroom without my permission and stuff like that. People are totally like slipping away and doing stuff without my permission because I'm so fixated on this drawing. What the fuck? I no longer control these people. What is happening to me? I must always be in control. This is not fair. Well, I guess maybe the mirror should have like some kind of like shiny surface to it. Since, you know, it is a mirror. Like a little like reflection kind of thing. This is not the right layer. This is not the right layer at all. Like one of these, I don't know. Like this? It kind of fucks up the colors. Can I bury some trash bags in your backyard? I don't have a backyard. So yeah. If you mean like the outside of my apartment building, I don't care. Like riding my bike again. Have you not ridden a bike in a long time? Me neither, to be honest. I don't think I remember how to ride a bike anymore. Like honestly. There you go. I think that makes it look more like a mirror. Because I feel like otherwise it looks a bit more like a picture frame. But like it's kind of meant to be a mirror. Can they bury the trash bags in? I live in the attic! You can't do that! The attic is my home! No, you can't do it in the attic. That's where I live. How could you say that to me? Unbelievable. Okay. I'm totally almost done, guys. I promise. What time is it? It's 11:30! Oh my god. I just gotta add like some textures. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I think this drawing is actually like getting too much for Clip Studio. It's freaking out. Gotta add some noise to this. I'm doing just fine. Bloody muscle builder in hell. I can't even imagine what that movie could possibly be about. Attic, let's go. It is not exciting to live in an attic, guys. The temperature here on hot days is higher than everywhere else in the house. I'm under the roof. All of my ceilings, like my ceilings are all like this. Like this at an angle, okay? Like I'm always like I'm sitting here. This is me. This is me sitting at my desk. Okay? And there's like this like slope here. because I'm under the fucking roof, okay? Do not be like, oh my god, the attic. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. It's bad and hot. You have to position your neck strangely. Okay, it's not that low. It's just kind of weird, but like it's fine. I had my bed under one of these slopes at my parents' house and would sometimes hit my hands only looking up. Oh no. Ugh, that sounds terrible. That's okay though, because I can hang my poster of Papa from Ghost at an angle, and then it's like he's like kind of leaning down and looking at me. So that's good for me. No complaints there. Oh my god, I said I was gonna stop painting over stuff. And then I paint over more stuff. Oh my god. Help me. Help. Help me. I keep painting over stuff. Strange. It's not strange. I just feel like a lot of the British houses that are like apartments, they probably used to be like proper houses where like belong to like one family, you know? But then they would like refurbish them and turn them into apartments. So I'm assuming my apartment probably used to literally just be an attic. But then they like turn them into apartments. It's painful. Okay. Can I add a canvas texture to this without fucking up? I wonder. Let's see. Just like a tiny bit. I'm sure you can see the seam. The seam is kind of annoying. Because my canvas is too big. Overlay. Add. Maybe add with lower opacity. There you go. I just wanted to look like really painting like, you know. That looks beautiful, thank you. We'll make merchandise with this art. I don't know if I'm allowed to again. Maybe. I don't know, it would have to be a print, and my prints are not very popular, so I don't know. Can we do a book club for the Fear Street series? How many books are in the series? how many books are there, because I don't know, book series are so like difficult for me to get into. To the muddy river. Give me a second. I need to find my texture folder. Maybe I can put some more textures in here. Oh my god, did it just it just flashed my The Last of Us wallpaper for a second when I minimized the window. I saw that. I just saw my The Last of Us wallpaper there. Do not expose me like that. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, Clip Studio? People can't know I'm obsessed with The Last of Us. I've had this reputation to uphold for someone who doesn't care much about The Last of Us. What the fuck? 80 something and counting? I don't know, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but no way. Have it a secret? I don't know. I just want to be mysterious. I want to be mysterious so bad, but I can't shut the fuck up. Do you know how difficult that is for me? You know how hard it is to not be able to be mysterious? Like, I just want people to be like, wow, I wonder what goes on in her head. But everybody knows what's going on in my head. Everybody knows it's just like The Last of Us thoughts. Like, nobody's ever surprised. I want to surprise people. I want them to never be able to predict my next move. We could keep it short. Some of the trilogies. I guess some of the trilogies. The Last of Us week-long stream. Definitely need part 2 for that. But nobody likes part 2. Okay, guys. Last textures I'm gonna throw on here. I can never say the word texture. Textura. Texture. Oh my god. I cannot believe this. Why must English be this way? There you go. Some of these. Why does a trilogy have 6 books? It's trilogies plural, you know? Like that makes any sense. Man, I popped off with this drawing, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Kinda popped off. Texture came from the French language, of course it did. Every fucked up word always originates in French somehow. Every time. Every single time without fail. It's incredible, really. Okay. I don't think I really need tone curve for this, but it never hurts to check what you could do with tone curve. It is always okay to mess with the tone curve at the end. You just never know what might come out of it. There you go. The Anne Wine series got renamed because it ended up not being a trilogy. Then you rename the series. Don't worry about it. It looks really good, but details look crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's like the most detailed I've done in a while, I think. I do need a reason to read these days. You should read Howard's End by E.M. Forster. There's a really good audiobook on YouTube, it's free. It's read by this lady who like fakes a British accent, it's pretty fun. Let's go to France, everybody, I need baguette. Okay, just gotta add the duck friend, and it's done. There's like no space for duck friend. I'll put him there on the curtain. But yeah, it was smart of me to line and base color it before stream, because like, this took me 3.5 hours to shade. Like, I normally line and shade a drawing sometimes within that time frame. But this drawing alone took me this long just to shade. That's crazy. Alright! It's done, guys. We did it. We made it. We drew Arisu. Check out her VTuber lore. It's really good. It's actually so good, I promise you. It is so good. Like my favorite VTuber lore right now, I think. Let's go to the pond. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Okay, whatever, man. Sure, whatever. Like, what the fuck happened there? Man, the transitions just kind of act up. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. I will see you on Friday for Spy Family. And then I'm gonna be gone next week for sure. But I think I'll be back the week after. So yeah, and I will try and have a date for the anniversary soon. I literally have like one last thing to finish. But like, I don't want to make any promise until everything is like definitely done. But yeah. I'm also gonna like have a marshmallow thingy since we usually read marshmallows on anniversary. So like, I don't know if there's gonna be time, but I'm gonna put up a marshmallow link as well at some point, probably for the anniversary. So that we can do our yearly unhinged marshmallows. So keep an eye out for that as well. But yeah, I'll see you on Friday. Bye bye everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for the roller coaster. Just shut up. Where's my end screen? What the fuck is happening to my transition, bro? Anyways, bye bye.